Yo, this is Conan. You're listening to World of Wrestling Podcast with Tax and Rich. Boom.
Boom! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. My name is Rich, and as always, I'm joined by professional wrestling commentator Tax Williams.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you feeling after this strenuous weekend of professional wrestling?
I hate wrestling. in fairness, it's been a banging weekend of wrestling. Only a couple of incidents, which I think are disgusting, but I'm sure we'll touch on it.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
But I think we can all agree, we're covering WrestleMania 35. 7.5 hours, including a pre-show, is too long for anything. It's a day of work without the lunch break.
It is too much, isn't it? Yeah. It's very long. I mean, that's the one thing that everyone like Meltzer and Alvarez were saying on their pod during the week, that people were leaving the show going, oh, it's bloody long, wasn't it? There's way too many matches.
And also, I heard that all the transport links, when everyone left MetLife, because they told the local township, etc., we're going to be finished by about 11:30. And so, of course, we can help you transport-wise. But when it goes after midnight, they have to halve the number of buses they run.
And there's a law whereby they can't hire people to do overtime.
Yeah.
Because they work on the public transport, which for New Jersey, which is like a public thing or whatever. Oh, yeah. It was an absolute mess getting people out of there, apparently.
Yeah, well, roll on Tampa next year.
Indeed.
Will we be there next year?
Oh, I'm thinking about it, for sure. Yeah, it's like, we could do a bit of Disney World in like Orlando and stuff as well. It's not too far,
There are rumours I may be working there next year.
Awesome. But the Kairi Sane WrestleMania, as I'm going to refer to it now, the Pirates,
the pirate shit,
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw something online, again, I'm not a big fan of this, so you can confirm this is the case. So obviously, WWE have moved away from the Roman numerals now.
Yeah.
Have they started using Pokemon symbols? Because like a pirate flag, they've got like the little stars. I saw something that someone wrote, and I was like, "Oh right, it's Pokemon, is it? Great."
Not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world, but so
let us know in the chat.
There you go. All right, so as you said, we're doing WrestleMania 35. Let's quickly talk about the weekend and leading up to it.
Yeah,
okay. So talk about the NXT show first. NXT TakeOver New York. We've got War Raiders retaining the tag straps against Aleister Black and Ricochet.
What a shock!
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy they retained because obviously Rico and what's his name?
Tommy End.
Tommy End are off to the Fed, like the main roster, aren't they?
Soon to be known as Aleister. Or
oh god, if they one name him,
here's Ricochet and here's Black.
Well, indeed, that's not going to work. But anyway, honestly, one of my favourite matches of the weekend.
Great tag match. Great. I mean, too good for an opener because it meant I think it set the bar a bit too high for the rest of that card.
Maybe so, man. I mean, that's a problem with every match on some of these shows. That there's just too much good wrestling, almost like people trying to get their shit in,
Yeah.
But
book your match for an opener, kids.
Yeah, for sure. But like the crowd was so hot for this opening match. They were so happy to be there. And like as modern wrestling fans, they get crapped on a bit by Vince and WWE nowadays. Like there's lots of people talk about how the WWE don't love their fans anymore. They want to abuse them and all this sort of stuff, Just to have everyone so happy to be there, and these guys put on this amazing match to open everything.
But this is the fans. This is the IWC's promotion.
Yeah.
This is all their top indie stars with a budget.
Yeah, for sure. I get that, yeah. So then we've got Velveteen Dream retaining the North American strap against Matt Riddle.
Thank God. I tell you what, I hate him more and more.
Matt Riddle? Really?
I
don't get it.
The special show they had on the network made me hate him even more. He's an arrogant prick.
Okay.
Wear some boots. Wear less tight shorts. Get a haircut. Don't be Rob Van Dam.
You sound like a conservative parent from the 1950s. Like, what do you mean?
I am a conservative parent from the 1950s.
Do you not appreciate like the fact that he's unique and that he has like a legitimate MMA background? So
does Brock.
But Brock's massively over.
Yeah, well, I mean, people got pissed off of him by the end.
Yeah, to an extent, for sure.
I just don't get it. I don't like his character. I don't really like his in-ring work. He's a fantastic athlete.
I'm shocked. Yeah, fair enough.
I think because I've now gone. I worry if I've gone down too far down the Chavo path of a case of I've written him off. Nothing. He will never come back in my mind.
I'm a huge fan. I think he's great. I love the disparity between his character outside the ring and then his character inside the ring. It's like he is a lovable hippie, kind of lovable dude outside the ring.
Get a haircut, get a proper job.
And then when he gets in the ring, he like switches and becomes that fighter, and I think it's really interesting.
I think he's still very, very green in comparison to what people think he is. I think he would be the sort of person who you'd need in NXT for 3 years. before going to the main card.
I don't agree, man. Like, I like the rawness about him and stuff. Like, I think it works. I think it's different. I think he's just himself, you know? Like,
I can imagine he goes up to the main roster. He'll be receiving a lot of fines.
Well, you can smoke weed nowadays.
Yeah, you get fined. Depends where. But for WWE, if you're tested and you get fined from hour on. You don't get suspended. You don't get a wellness policy check, but you get fined.
I'm not sure about that, but okay.
I read it in preparation for the what would be the...
Therefore, must be real.
No, on the WWE website, on what's covered on their corporate website. Because, I may not sometimes look into the matches, but boy, I look at the corporate website.
Like they give a shit, though, people smoking weed outside the ring.
Well, it's part of their wellness. Other wrestlers have been suspended. They obviously
have they? When was the last time anyone got suspended by WWE?
They tuck the suspensions for things like marijuana away. Not suspensions, but fines. They tuck it away on the corporate website. They don't announce them.
Right, okay.
It basically said a number of wrestlers were. It's like, oh, okay.
We'll see. Okay.
Quarterly accounts for it includes the fines they pay wrestlers. They give to their wrestlers for certain things as well.
Fair enough. So we've got Volta winning the United Kingdom NXT strap from Pete Dunne in what I think was very close to being my match of the weekend, if it wasn't for Kazuchika Okada and Jay White, and then Naito, Ibushi, and then obviously Kofi, Daniel Bryan, which is fucking hell. We'll get onto that in a minute. But like, Volta and Pete Dunne just beating the absolute living hell out of each other for 25 minutes. It's just like, holy fucking shit. But didn't just do false finishes. You know?
No.
It was really well worked. Like, a really good match.
I really like this match, but I also think to myself, had this been on like a UK takeover, would have the fans been even hotter for this, do you think?
Maybe so, man. I mean, the Tyler Bate Volta match of Progress at Wembley we were at, it's like, that was a long show as well. Nowhere near this long. Not as long as the WrestleMania show anyway. But it was a long show at Wembley, but the crowd was so incredibly hyped for that main event. Like, it really came off really well for me. I mean, I remember sitting there going, I'm fucking exhausted. This is for the Progress show.
Can't believe I've got to drive home.
Exactly. But then they got in the ring, I was just like, it's like Hulk Andre, WrestleMania 3. It just works so brilliantly. And I think this was along those levels. Like, it was really, really, really good.
Walter's now just basically killed all of British strong style, hasn't he?
I think rightly so.
Yeah.
I think Pete Dunne might be off to the main roster relatively soon.
I think Pete Dunne should be on the main roster very soon.
Maybe NXT America first?
Yeah, because they need him.
I think they do. Well, they've got a lot of good people over there.
I think they need him to give you that main event level talent who are ready to be main event level talents.
Okay. Interesting.
Adam Cole, Pete Dunne in the main event. Yes, please.
Yeah, no, I'm totally in. I think there's so many matches you can make. I mean, Velveteen, Pete Dunne, like Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne. I know you don't like Matt Riddle, but like, you know, there's so many people.
I would happily watch Pete Dunne beat the shit out of Matt Riddle.
Even like Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, just be amazing matches.
Kyle O'Reilly, Super Strong Style 16.
Yeah, interesting.
Hooray for the 12 imports.
The Super Strong Style of imports. You know, we don't use imports. We're the only company to run in London. Sorry, I'm going to stop shitting on Progress. Let's carry on. So Shayna Baszler retains the NXT Women's Championship over Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane. Again, really fun match. A bit spotty, a bit like, okay, cool, fair enough, you know.
Following Walter Pete Dunne, you're like, got to pull it out of the bags, ladies. Let's go for it. And again, really good, nice action all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until
go on
the main event.
So we got this main event.
Kushida.
Oh, Kushida popped up as well. Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's going to die in the Fed because he's not going to get booked the way he should be booked.
Because WWE have done this. Oh, Kenta's gone.
Yeah.
Shinsuke's going.
Yeah.
You know what we need? Another Japanese star to ruin.
Yeah, it's also they've just looked at the New Japan roster and gone, who's the top guy in the juniors? Oh, let's have Kushida then. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
The reason, the thing with, I'll be quick about it. In Japan, Kushida doesn't necessarily have the greatest matches ever. Like, he has very solid, very good matches, but he's been booked as the very top guy. He's like got the Cena, the whatever push, but just in the junior division. WWE aren't going to do that. Like, he's going to come across 205. He'll have some matches. He'll probably have a run with the title, etc., etc.
Give him the Back to the Future entrance on every single show, and then he'll get over.
Yeah, I agree, but it's.
And find the kid with a giant Kushida head.
It's just I just don't think it's going to last. I think he'll be back in New Japan within a couple
2
of
years.
Yeah,
he'll set out his contract, making his money and go.
For sure. So, the main event of the NXT show. Johnny Gargano defeats Adam Cole to take the NXT strap in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Okay. The rest of the world seems to think this is the greatest match ever. But I know me and you are going to strongly disagree with that.
I hideously disagree with this.
I watched the whole thing going, oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
I think the problem is this, again, in general, 2 out of 3 Falls matches, I just don't get on board with it. Because unless you get the rare time when they win 2 matches in a row, you already know that, okay, he's lost his early fall. He's going to get one back, and they're going to go on.
Yeah, but that's the point of the match, obviously, in that it's 2 guys that are on such a plateau, they can't beat each other. Yeah, we have to have the 2 out of 3 falls, etc. But so I mean, I know you're going to see it coming every time, though. If you're a wrestling fan, you know it's a shame.
And NXT is not angled for the casual fan; it's angled for the wrestling fan who's become jaded by the product. So at least we can go, we can give you all this really good stuff you see on the indies, but with a budget.
Partly, yeah. I think that's. It's definitely the way that it's seen. I think there's more. I think kids, I think grandparents and stuff, anyone watching this NXT show would absolutely adore it, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's angled towards us, pretty much, you know what I mean? But I think that the product is so good, it's so entertaining, it's everything I love about professional wrestling, apart from when you have a main event that they do fuck all for 20 minutes, and then they just do false finish after false finish after kicking out a finisher after false finish after kicking out a finisher the false finish. It just comes so just like, for fuck's sake, you know exactly what they're going to do over and over again and shit on everyone. Like anyone in the roster could do this match.
Adam Cole is better than this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Johnny Gargano, I expect this from him.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for him because this main event would have been better had it been Ciampa because of the storyline.
Yeah,
because of the build. I think the fact that they had to pop in Adam Cole at the last minute really hindered it. But then I also think to myself, what would Adam Cole been doing?
Probably something with the Undisputed Era.
But that's the thing, the card was full.
Yeah.
Do you think they pulled Dunn and Walter up because they didn't have anything of the Undisputed Era?
Yeah,
that would have been a slot for it.
Yeah.
And they called him up for it.
Potentially.
But again, decent enough match, but certainly not worth the hype everyone's giving.
Yeah, it's...
2 very competent wrestlers going out there wrestling with very little backstory.
Yeah, it didn't do much for me. I think that's the simplest way to put it. So anyway, it's generally with the NXT show, what do you kind of come away with thinking?
I come away with that, again, just leave Velveteen Dream alone for 18 months, give him a long run with the NXT title, and let him come up to the main roster with the belt. Yeah,
I think you could quite easily slip into Adam Cole Velveteen Dream quite soon.
Yeah, and I would expect to see Undisputed Era run amok for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Because, again, don't bring them up just yet. There's not enough space on the main roster. I'm expecting there'll be a big cull shortly after the Superstars shake-up, so I think there'll be a lot of releases.
Yeah.
Because AEW have almost announced their full roster now, so it's a case of, well, they're not going to take everyone. And I think
they're certainly going to not take the people they're cutting from WWE.
No, as I said, if they cut an Ambrose or if they cut a Shinsuke, if Shinsuke's not going to Japan based on something you sent me earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh, breaking news if you've got Twitter.
Well, it was just a photo of Shinsuke Okada and the old ref whose name I suddenly can't remember, just having dinner together, having a lovely conversation.
I speculated to you they were just inquiring if Lana's available and her contract's expiring for New Japan.
Exactly.
We've got an idea for a women's division, New Japan. Is Lana, can she figurehead that?
The thing is, the photo doesn't mean anything at all.
No.
It's just the fact that they're sitting down having a conversation. You're like, I wonder what this conversation could be. Like, you know, I think Shinsuke's at a point where he does need to go back to New Japan pretty swiftly, or go to AEW if he just wants to stay in Florida surfing for all the time, you know. But we'll see. Okay, so we're into the pre-show now. We've got I was so excited, genuinely, I was so excited for WrestleMania this year. Yeah. I think because I've been so down the product, I watched Raw, I watched SmackDown this week, and I was like, you know what? I remember why I quite enjoy this, and thought, I don't know much of the, the storylines have been crap. From Raw and SmackDown, really?
Yeah. But the matches at Mania, the production value of it, I always get excited. I always get excited because I know I put the next day off work. I have I play what I like to call snack roulette. So I've got a little app for what number of my snacks I'm going to eat in what order. Mistake.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love Mania.
Yeah, I was really hyped up for it. Like, we had a little group chat going. Unfortunately, your internet cut out, so we had to stop that pretty quickly. Which sucks, man. Do you want to talk about this?
I tell you what, as a side note, so I watch normally the network from my Apple TV. So I sit in my front room on the TV watching it. My internet died down, so I was watching on 4G on my phone.
Yeah.
The amount of spot calling you can hear just through headphones rather than through your TV. Fudge me.
There was an issue, for sure. The mic in the ring seemed very hot because that came across.
Yeah, quite a lot of spotty calling.
There was a lot of you talk too much on this, you know. It's like, anyway, so getting the pre-show, we get this douchebag with a suit jacket and shorts that apparently was in the NFL or something.
Pat McAfee.
I'm
pretty sure he does some kind of internet security or something.
I think I meant to like him as a commentator on the table. I just detest him. He
hate
annoys everything. I hate so much about him. The only thing I like, the fact he was wearing shorts with his fucking shitty suit, because I thought it was funny.
And I said to you in the group chat, I instantly Googled this, see, can I buy a suit with shorts?
Excellent. So Tony Nese takes the WWE Cruiserweight belt from Buddy Murphy in 10 minutes 40. Quite a good match, to be totally honest. Like, it was okay. Two guys I don't really care about in a division I don't really care about on a show I don't really care about, but they kept my attention.
Obscure reference. Did you ever watch Nightmare on ITV when you were younger?
Yeah, with the helmet and like guarding people around and stuff.
Tony Nese looks like the son of Traegar, the Dungeon Master.
Probably.
Give it a Google.
Okay, nice.
Had I given you these things, we could have set it up for the video stream, but I forgot to mention it until now.
It doesn't matter. Like, it was okay.
It's the right time for Buddy Murphy to drop the belt.
Yeah, for sure.
Winning it at Super Showdown Down Under worked perfectly.
Yeah.
But yeah, good match, good opener.
They look exactly the same. Like the thing that I found kind of annoying about this match was that the story is essentially these are the two biggest 205ers, therefore the best 205ers. And you're like, that's not the fucking point.
Well, no. Tony Nese won a tournament because Drew Gulak was probably busy.
But on commentary, they kept putting over the fact that these are the two biggest guys. Like, if anyone can match Buddy Murphy in size, it's Tony Nese.
I like Tony Nese counting his abs as he came down to the ring.
Oh, did he? Nice.
And at stages were like, I should probably put this snack roulette number 3 down.
So then we've got Carmella winning the women's battle royal. And they finish it with this bullshit. She went under the bottom rope and then appears at the end, and to then kind of do the false finish with whoever was in the ring. Sarah Logan. Yeah, because that was quite a fun little thing with them doing their fits. Yeah. I did this finish. They use it in every battle royal or rumble now, and it's just like, come on, you don't have to do this every time. It's not a surprise.
And again, I was fully expecting Asuka just to eliminate everyone.
Yeah.
But instead,
we both had Asuka winning.
Yeah.
We'll talk about picks, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
It's okay. We'll get to the end and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
But yeah, so, ruined Asuka.
Yeah. Well, ruined. It was okay. She had some good moments and stuff, and she'll have a nice push afterwards, you'd imagine. You fucking hope so, at least, because...
Step in line behind Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke. In fairness, though, to Lacey Evans...
that was my face melting into my microphone.
If they let Lacey Evans be the character from her pre-WWE life rather than this sort of lady from the 50s, they'd be on a run with it. It's like proper military background lady, rather than the Southern Belle thing they've done at the moment.
Everything I've seen from her, I just don't give a shit. Like, there's so much wrestling this weekend. I don't need some cunt coming to the ring, walking to the ring, being like, and then walking away, just like, it's dumb. And then like, we'll talk about it now, fuck it. So,
but Mysterio was injured, so they needed to fill time because they didn't have enough time on this show.
Fuck's sake. Was it 7.5 hours?
7.5 hours.
So Lacey on Raw comes out and like comes up to Becky Lynch and punches her. And like, so we're not following up with Flair or Rousey. We're just doing this dumbass gimmick from this thing that everyone's just been frustrated by for months. You know?
She hit her with the women's right.
Yeah, women's rights, is it, or something?
It's the women's right.
Oh, okay, I get it. And then they do the same. They do the same thing on SmackDown. Like, we're following up Becky Lynch's bullshit finish, whatever, with no storyline, whatever that comes around it, and then just into this bullshit. Like, what are you thinking? But anyway, that's cool. So we're into the what are we up to now?
We're then up to.
We're still on pre-show. We've got the Raw tag straps. So we've got Hawkins and Ryder, the majors,
spotty callers,
indeed, versus the Revival. Thank you, Dash. Appreciate you, mate.
Well done, Dash Wilder. And as punishment for helping out Bret Hart and punching a prick in the face, you've lost your tag straps.
It's not punishment. Like, they got to put over these guys. Like, you know. It's good. It was that the WrestleMania moment. It was
I've
good
lost
times.
269 matches in a row, and now I've lost to a man dressed as a fucking Hornswoggle wannabe.
But you knew this was going to happen, right?
Oh, yeah. We predicted it.
So there's a brilliant line by Cole halfway through where he fluffs his lines a little bit, and he goes, "Smash mouth in your style." So sexy sounding. The fans chant, "Let's go Hawkins" after some crazy high spots. Scary suplex to the outside. Brainbuster on the outside. Quick roll up by Hawkins on Dash. And new Raw Tag Team Champions?
Yes.
Yeah, Raw Tag Team Champions. Hawkins and Ryder.
Rumours circulating there'll be new tag belts shortly. I see after the Superstar Shake-Up.
Apparently, according to Meltzer and Alvarez and that lot, I think it was the Observer lot that posted saying they were there at the show.
Yeah.
But they just didn't use them. So I don't know why. Maybe they didn't like what turned up or something.
Because when someone wins the tag belts, they want them to be on a proper tag team.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, having Wilder and Hawkins as these guys that have lost however many matches in a row and had their names wrong on show and such. Yeah. Okay, fine. Again, a pretty fun match.
Good moment.
Why didn't they announce that Hawkins and Ryder are from New York?
Yeah.
It's in New York. They're the hometown boys. Why not announce it on the show?
Whilst we're talking about announcements, anything, ring ramp, which we haven't covered yet. Some people entering from the back, some people entering up from the side and starting halfway down the ramp.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not notice
people coming from the side? No.
Well, because they had like a slope up to the middle of the ramp.
Yeah.
So halfway, when sometimes you had like a ring entrance, you're like, where the hell did they come from? But I noticed it when Rusev and Nakamura were coming out, and Lana and Rusev were just walking up the side of the stage.
So they didn't get to walk out the main entrance?
No, so some were walking up,
man.
some were walking different locations depending on when their entrance started.
Okay, now we're talking about it. What do you think of this setup for WrestleMania this year? The stage, the ramp, the stadium, everything.
I thought it was very simplistic just to benefit from the graphics.
Yeah.
The graphics on the video wall looked huge and they looked brilliant, and some of the footage that you've seen from there. I'd expect more for WrestleMania, but unfortunately, WWE do this now. We're going to use pyro one night a year. Let's just stick it on the top of the stadium.
So I liked the fact they had one big curved screen.
Yep.
You could use it quite well. I need some sort of more staging because I thought it looked a bit cheap at times. But me and Mr. Wicked were talking a little bit during the show and stuff. And I don't know if you noticed the what to call it, like the pleather kind of topping on the ramp where it looked like it was kind of like gloss
the
shine
slip
almost.
yeah.
It was so cheap and tacky looking for WrestleMania. You have this dog shite looking ugly ramp that's not even one smooth platform. It kind of does this occasionally and such. Like, you're the WWE for WrestleMania in MetLife Stadium. The stadium looked incredible, by the way, and the staging around the actual ring looked nice and simplistic, in that you could get everyone views on it. You didn't have those giant palm trees like they had like a few years back. And
you still cocked up some of the views. There were still some of the seats that had been sold, which is like going over the ring post, which obviously had the turrets holding up the lighting rig above the ring. But it's a case of, look where you buy your fucking tickets.
Well, yeah, I don't expect something to be directly in front of me, whatever ticket I buy, really.
In fairness, most of them do say restricted view.
Oh, do that? Yeah, I guess, I've seen that with like shows and such in the past.
One of my friends went to WrestleMania 29.
Yeah.
And he bought tickets with restricted view thinking, oh, what could they possibly be? They couldn't be that restricted. They're restricted.
What kind of thing do they have in front of them? I'm interested now.
Blocks, scaffolding, towers, not much of the wrestling ring.
Jesus.
But, if you go all that way, you want to watch the video wall.
For sure you do. So, I was just really disappointed by the entrance ramp in general.
I think they've given up a lot of this. Because even like previous years when they had like the LED ramp where Rollins set fire to it and the fire went down the ring. I know
it's awesome. Yeah.
It's good, but I sit and think to myself, WWE, if they've only got two people to have an entrance down that ramp, it's a lot of money to spend just for two people. And obviously, they had to pay the Mad Max gimmick for Triple H.
But doesn't everyone have those sort of entrances now on Raw and SmackDown and such?
Not on the. They've got the base on the entrance ramp, but not stuff flowing down the walkway.
Didn't Baron Corbin have one where it kind of like ink flooded down from his screen onto the walkway and then out? And then doesn't Seth Rollins have one where fire comes out and goes? Blah?
Possibly.
I'm not sure. I don't watch the product enough to really know, but they definitely had those.
What? You're a super fan?
Of course I am. But like, I honestly thought like it just needed more.
They could have done
special
more.
Production. You know,
it wasn't the traditional WrestleMania staging, because I think back to WrestleMania in recent years when they had like the roller coaster at the top of the stadium. That's the sort of thing I expect to see.
Yeah, for sure. So then we finished the pre-show with the men's battle royal. We got Braun Strowman winning. They did the same bullshit. The two Saturday Night Live guys go under the ring, under the bottom rope, and then come back out to do the false finish. And you're like, you did this twice with the two rumbles you had. Do you not have any better ideas? Like, I was just so confused.
Ruined. Wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, the whole match was just a vehicle for this silly Saturday night. Braun Strowman hopefully get some eyes on the product from outside of the wrestling community, And
that's why it was on because as we said in the group chat, the 11 till 12 o'clock section for us in the UK, so it would have been the 5 till 6 section in the US. Or 5 or 4. Well, anyway, the last hour of the pre-show. That was on USA pre-show. Network. That was free on YouTube, Facebook. So they wanted to get eyes on it.
Yeah.
So by having the Saturday Night Live people on it, but it was just, as you said, I like Braun Strowman, but they've killed him.
Yeah.
Any credibility they had as a monster, they've ruined it. They've humanized him too much.
I don't have a problem with humanizing him necessarily, and I think, like I've said to you before, he'd be quite good for like Disney shows and movies and things. And
on Raw,
Saturday
he struggled to pick someone up to power slam him, yet he can push over trucks with his bare hands. I'm struggling to power slam you. Oh, I can push over this fucking Arctic truck.
Yeah, I didn't have a massive problem with either, to be honest. Like, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it makes sense now you say it.
His mainstream appeal will hopefully benefit. He's slimmed down. He looks great. He's probably good. I think what hindered him was his elbow injury during the year.
Right.
Because it took him a long time to heal. Roman going away ill didn't help because I think they probably would have put a belt on him sooner had they not had to drop it back onto Lesnar. And Lesnar probably went, in him in the face, I'm not working.
Wait, slow down. What? Say that again?
Well, when they were going to have the battle in Saudi Arabia, Reigns got ill. So then they end up having to have Strowman versus Lesnar for the belt.
Okay.
The Universal title.
Because that was going to be
Roman and Lesnar.
Right, okay.
So I think had that match happened, that would have been Brock disappearing for a while, and then they would have had Strowman Reigns potentially feuding for the belt.
Okay.
But because Roman went away,
and
they gave the belt to Lesnar, Lesnar probably did, I'm not working with Strowman again, because he needed me in the fucking face.
Yeah, it seems to be that they don't want to work together, or Brock doesn't want to work with him.
So hopefully now with Brock out of the picture,
the
need for main event level talent on Raw or SmackDown after the shake-up, get Strowman pushed.
Oh, I've said for at least a year that I'm like, Strowman should be the top guy no matter what.
Yeah.
And the shape that dude's in right now.
He looks amazing.
He's lost so much weight on his upper body specifically. Like, he looks ripped right now.
You look at him in comparison to when he was in the Wyatt family, when he looked just like a giant baby. And now he's got his hair cut, he's got his beard back. He's mainstream appeal.
Absolutely, man. And the thing is that you see him backstage and like in little vignettes or little kind of like things with like Session Moth Martina, like uploading a photo of her grinding on Braun backstage. And he seems like a genuinely okay human being. Like, there's lots of talk about he's got a bad attitude backstage and stuff, and that's why he hasn't got the push that maybe we think he should have. But I as I said, on a Saturday morning TV guy, as like, you know, a guest on like, you know, I don't know what they have nowadays, but Live and Kicking was the thing we had back in the day. He'd be hilarious, you know. I put him in the remake of The Princess Bride in the Andre role. Like, you know, he's easy money, this dude.
I also liked the Hall of Fame ceremony when they were pulling away the attacker that you saw Braun Strowman ominously walking behind him. It's a case of, it's a good thing Dash decked him because Braun would have killed him.
Exactly, man. Right, so we're into the main show now. And we open on America the Beautiful, which was just overly sung beyond belief. Like, what is it with Americans not to be able to sing a fucking melody anymore? Like,
they're making it their own.
It was like a jazzed up hip hop version almost at times. You know, it was fucking weird. Then we get the helicopter flyover because I guess you can't fly planes over New York anymore. So. I wrote that line down as I watched it. I was like, that's out of order. That'd be funny.
And also, you know, Charlotte Flair, and she was like, oh, we are still in the main event. Oh, I'll just do a loop round.
She was in one of those helis just for like 7 hours, just like flying around New York.
The only reason why she managed to get into the main event is because they went, we're going to run out of fuel. And she's like, oh, we'll have to land.
Covered in ECW puke and stuff, you know, like, Oh, if you got that reference, well played to you. Anyway, so the opening package I've just written was absolutely beautiful, really creative, frame splicing and sound bites all the way through it, like
beautifully done.
My way levels of like opening promos, you know,
nice comparison. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, that WrestleMania 17 thing with Austin, or the My Sacrifice promos, are the best ones I've ever done.
Special,
but this was top notch. Again, if you weren't hyped for Mania already, and at this stage I'd had to settle my screaming child, so I was half an hour behind, I was in a really foul mood, and I sat down and watched this package like, Snack Roulette 5! Yay, let's get on with this!
So I was not sober by this point, because I was like, let's have fun, you know, just enjoy this. And
is that where the helicopter line came from?
Pretty much. And I just got so emotional at this point. I was like, all the wrestling I've watched over this weekend has led to this moment, you know? And they really delivered on the opening package. Like, we know how good their video team is. But I feel that sometimes the producers, the mamans, whatever, get in the way of letting them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
So there was moments when they had this technique where like it looked like clouds coming down and one person would fade into the other, and it was all the champions lifting their different belts in different moments. He's like, nice. This production level is right up there, like absolute quality.
I always love the thought process, because not being an overly creative person myself, but to sit there and someone goes, got an idea for a video package, and just to then have it like made and translated onto the screen. It's insane. It's brilliant.
Absolutely, man. I always wondered, like, who made that My Way entrance video, you know? Can we employ them to do more? Like, I wonder if they're still there.
From the podcast because I know that something about wrestling, something else to wrestle with.
Yeah.
They covered WrestleMania 17. I think it was a chap called David Shabadi.
Oh wow!
Who did the video packages for it because it said it's gone down as this is the best one. The lyrics for the Limp Bizkit song, the footage, the Austin and rocking it. Oh, it's
just in that time period as well.
I'm assuming if you're watching this or listening to this, you are a wrestling fan, so you probably would have been back and watched WrestleMania 17. But if not, go and Google WrestleMania 17 My Way video package. Oh my god,
it's pretty fucking good. But then look at this year's WrestleMania and compare them because there's definitely comparisons. I know it's not building to one match, and we'll talk about the women's video package later as well. But as an opening video package for a WrestleMania, this was just it's so impressive.
What wasn't so impressive is what followed next.
Okay, so Paul Heyman comes out and says he's here to get business done early and get out of here.
You've forgotten the Alexa Bliss and Hulk Hogan bit.
Is that here?
Yes.
Okay, so Alexa comes out, does the I can do anything, I'm the host, snap my fingers, blah, here comes racist Hulk Hogan.
And this is the best bit. Yeah. So Alexa Bliss comes out, looks nervous as hell, delivers poor wording, which is odd for her because she's normally on fire, and then introduces the guest of Hulk Hogan. They do some flexing. And at that stage, Paul Heyman comes out, and while Hogan's flexing, the best part of the entire pay-per-view is Paul Heyman walking out to Real American, looking at Hogan going, no, as he walks past.
I do remember that now. Yeah, you say it, yeah.
Outstanding. He's like, what's he doing here? No. And then Hogan's like, no, Heyman, I am a real American, strutting down the ring.
Is this the point where we talk about the New Day at the Hall of Fame during Hogan's entrance? Do you know this? Yeah, so the New Day routine, everyone's entrances were real hype. They were clapping, laughing, having a good time. Hogan comes out, they sat there emotionless and just let him walk out and get in the ring. And the whole way during his speech, they just sat there emotionless. And you're like, good protest, boys. I like it.
Did you
really
also see
nice.
what the little girl did in the crowd as Hogan walked down for that Hall of Fame?
No.
Hogan was slapping hands. He went to slap the young black girl's hand.
Yeah.
She moved her hand out of the way.
Awesome. We do fuck around with racists, mate. Fuck that dude.
But in fairness, I don't know if you saw on Twitter as well what Big E said, that he'd had a chat with Hogan at WrestleMania weekend and that Hogan had finally apologised directly to Big E.
Something at least, you know.
I think it's a case of, yeah, that's right. You apologise to a man behind closed doors rather than all the WWE cameras on you saying, the key thing, guys, is be careful what you say, because the cameras might be here.
Yeah.
I think what you're trying to say there, Hogan, is be careful what you say because your views are outdated.
Beyond outdated, just fucking stupid. He's just a dick. Anyway, so first up, we got our WWE...
Please come on our podcast.
No,
don't.
Dude, no, I don't want him anywhere near us. He's a fucking smelly hot dog, dude. So first up, we got WWE Universal Championship match of Lesnar, our current champion, versus Seth Rollins. The champ comes out first. I'm like, for fuck's sake, we're setting a precedent here for the rest of the night. Awful. I feel it.
Awful. And boy, we did.
So Lesnar jumps Rollins to start with. F5 on the outside. Brock no selling everything to start with. Brock does Suplex City, bitches. It does the Suplex City stuff. Rollins low blows Brock. Ref fell on the apron on the hardest part of the ring or whatever. Stomp, stomp, stomp. 1, 2, 3. And new Universal Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
I mean, Lesnar made sure he fucking obliterated Rollins during this.
Yeah, to start with, you know.
I like the fact as well that Lesnar probably did this going, don't ring the bell yet because I'm not going to get beaten up. No, I'm not going to get beaten up. I'll lose to him when the bell time's on, yeah?
Yeah, there was lots of on the outside for about 5 minutes or so.
The bell time for this is about 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Real short, yeah. Because they basically did all the fight on the outside, then got in the ring and then did the finish. And so, I mean, I was so happy with this opening match. This is exactly how I wanted WrestleMania to start. Quick, fun, interesting.
Start hot.
Bit different, yeah.
Don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about Lesnar stinking out the joint because everyone's pumped for it, so they're there straight away.
Yeah.
And the best part of this also led to Ambrose's goodbye speech. And when he said, the best thing I've seen in WWE is you stamping on his cereal box head and looks around and going, and you beat cancer.
Where's this from?
This is from his post-Raw goodbye speech.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Is it on YouTube or something?
Yeah, so basically...
Oh, okay.
People filmed it, so after Raw, Rollins called out Reigns to booze. So
I got it, yeah.
Good thing that's not dead already. Roman, you've survived cancer, but you've been back for 3 months now, so boo.
Did he get booed?
He got booze, yeah. Well, he got booze at Mania
shit.
as well.
Kind. I didn't really hear much.
They were audible.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe because I was shouting once, looking at my TV shouting, boo!
So there was a really little mark-out moment for me here. Like, you know, Seth Rollins' music has that little break in it.
Yeah.
When he won the belt, he was holding it, looking down at it, going, oh, I'm so happy. Then it cut, and he went, burn it like in the break, and you're like, oh, that's really clever,
proper professional.
And he got a huge pop because the crowd was silent because there was no music.
Yeah,
and so he just went like this, and the whole crowd went, rah! And then the music kicked in. You're like, oh, that was great, really cool little moment.
Did you ever think watching Tyler Black on the Indies he would ever be winning a title? I mean, he's won every year at Mania. Granted, he's won a match every year at Mania. Obviously, lost to Wharton, but then he cashed in.
Yeah.
But he's pretty damn good, isn't he?
I think
Rollins.
he's one of the very best they've got on their roster, and I would do everything to keep him. Like, apparently he's a bit of a locker room leader now as well, which you can see when you look at the guys around him.
And I also believe a lot of the promos was like work shoot about Lesnar. I think a lot of what he was saying in this case of, I actually believe this.
Yeah, and there wasn't much of a story coming in, so they had to do something, and like that real life stuff just works. You know, Brock doesn't give a fuck.
You're a dick. I'm here. We're gonna win this belt.
Yeah,
give it some ownership to the fans.
I think you can say anything about Brock, and he wouldn't take it like actually personally nowadays. He just doesn't seem to care. He's got so much money and so many options out there.
Sidebar back to what we mentioned about NXT. Matt Riddle continue going. He wants to retire. Brock, do you think they'll ever have a match? I'm going to say no.
It depends what they do with Matt Riddle. And if he does end up doing like main eventing championships and stuff, obviously you're going to say no because you hate him. But like,
I can see the mainstream appeal of him, but it'll be interesting to see the appeal of him when he's on the main roster because he'll be there within a year.
Yeah, if they just do what they did to RVD with him, then it'll be terrible.
Yeah.
But if they give him a personality and characters and storylines and work with his personality and stuff, that could be very interesting. That's just my opinion. Anyway, so run, kids, run! It's Jerry the King Lawler on commentary.
It's nice they gave commentators loo breaks, other than Corey Graves, for the whole bloody show.
I mean, one of my biggest complaints about the ROH New Japan show the night before was the amount of people they had on commentary. So I counted, and there was 9 different people on commentary at one point. And you're like, that's too many.
In one match?
In one match.
Oh, my God.
And you're like, that's way too fucking many. But at least WWE were rotating them in and out. There was only ever 3 people on commentary at the most at any time.
And it works, I think. It was a nice touch to have a slight different change of voice. I know they've got the 2 commentary teams, but getting people... Paige was not great.
Yeah, I didn't think, like... There was a few people that didn't contribute a great deal on commentary.
Yeah.
Lawler being one of them, really.
Booker T being another.
Yeah, JBL being another, in my opinion.
Okay, basically, so all of the guest commentators were crap.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I personally would much prefer to have 2, potentially 3, really solid guys doing the whole card. Because I think it would have a fluidity to it and such. But I understand with the different rosters and the amount of different shows and everything they have, like, and the loo breaks, the fact it's 7 fucking hours. You know, people
see
need
Renee
breaks.
Young sitting squatting over a bucket by the side of her desk.
Wait, Renee Young, what has happened to her commentary?
Vince McMahon.
She was clever, had good opinions, like, knew when to shut up, knew when to talk. Like, it was going so well. And now all she does is like, Braun's got a big face. Like, he really got him there.
The best thing for Renee Young if she gets moved to SmackDown
bad.
And can return to being Renee Young.
Yeah.
Because, as you said, she's overproduced now. It's not relaxing. You hear things that Corey Graves says, and you know he's getting a bollocking straight away. Yeah. Whereas I don't think Renee has basically been told, do this.
Yeah. It feels very much like they've said to her, stop talking so much. Give us one line of sound bites and such, and she's just taking the piss almost now. Yeah. Like, listen, if you haven't noticed, listen to Renee Young commentary. It's very interesting to see how much she seems to be taking the piss out of what she's doing. I don't think she's going to be that long.
Well, now Ambrose is gone.
Yeah, that was obviously a contribution towards it as well. Yeah. You know, I wonder whether they'll end up in AEW soon, but we'll see. So, next match, we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Randy Orton.
Now, it's a good thing if you watch this on the network because you got to see this match. People in attendance did not get to see this match.
Well, yeah, let's run through it quickly and we'll talk about when we get to it. So, I was personally really enjoying the simple storytelling elements of it. It's just that I'm better than you, letting the guys work. They obviously hadn't had much instruction or anything, just having a good, solid match. And I think to not burn the crowd out at this point, you need that. But almost immediately, we get turn the lights off, clap, 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 clap from the crowd, and they're just chanting endlessly. So we get this whole fans versus lights thing that goes on for ages, where there's basically a giant yellow light blinding one section of the audience. And apparently it was just the one light. It was a one section, not the whole thing. But you can see all these yellow lights all the way across the thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know? Yeah, it's. I don't know. I know why they do this. They want to light up the fans. They want to show their responses and such. But like, you look at WrestleMania 3, for example. They didn't have these giant spot lamps over the crowd, and the crowd, the emotion from the crowd is incredible. You know.
I think you could tell how much this pissed off AJ and Randy Orton.
Oh, absolutely. They're shitting on their WrestleMania match.
Well, exactly, and based on all the comments made afterwards on their social media and stuff like that.
All right, okay.
So obviously Orton went straight on to his Instagram, had a picture of the yellow light, and was like, "I'm really sorry on behalf of WWE. I apologise." And AJ pretty much did the same thing by basically saying, "I'm really sorry you didn't get to watch a really good match."
The thing is, this is not the first time this has happened either.
No,
they've done it before. Like, why would It's a lot of seats to test, but you would have thought you'd try and test out to see if anyone's going to be blinded by these lights.
Because when they're doing the Charlotte helicopter landing the next day, someone's going to be in that stadium and go, "Do you want to just turn the lights on, Steve?
Yeah.
See what happens?" Nah, mate, we'll be fine. You'll be all right on the night.
So we get a 450 attempt by AJ. They get an insanely tippity top superplex from the very tippity top by Orton. Then the lights go off, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" Huge pop around the whole arena, like massive stadium. Huge pop. The lights then go off, right? The lights then come back on, and everyone's like, "Boo!" while the match is still going on.
I think this was Vince McMahon going, "Orton hasn't been getting a lot of fan reaction. I know what we'll do.
This is the best.
We'll get him over."
Because the lights then go off again, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" And Orton immediately plays it off like, "Yeah, I'm great, aren't I?" Like playing off like this is his heat or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking genius, man.
And the worst thing is backstage, Vince McMahon's going, "They love it. Listen to them. They love it." And like Road Dogg's like, Vince, "They love it, Road Dogg."
At least they immediately realised what was happening and tried to do something about it and get rid of that fucking light.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you'd like to think they've got it labelled on the desk. Someone going, "Okay, right, that's off."
Mate.
How have we turned it back on?
Contemplate what you're saying for a second, right? Think of the amount of lights in a stadium just normally, right? Yep. Then you add all their production lights in there as well. You're talking thousands and hundreds of thousands of different light switches and electronic circuits and stuff.
Label it.
Like finding that one particular fucking light must be impossible.
No, label it.
Anyway, so massive RKO, 1-2, kick out by AJ, phenomenal forearm to the outside, which was nuts. Phenomenal forearm back into the ring, and 1, 2, 3, your winner, AJ Styles. Aside from the light bullshit, I think they did fucking excellently considering how much bullshit they had to deal with.
Very good match, considering that. I mean, I'd say this is the best match Randy Orton's had in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's right up there. Apart from maybe the Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, with the finish, with the kick up from the curb stomp.
Yeah, but that's just one spot. I don't want to make a good match.
The match is good. Watch the match back. Seriously.
The match is all right. Yeah. I was going for a bit of Chavo Orton phase at that time.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And because the problem with Randy Orton is he did so much too young. What else is he going to do? Unfortunately for Orton now. He's there as a main event talent who can be put in a feud. But I think that's probably it for Orton. I don't ever see him having another title run.
It depends who gets injured and stuff, really, because Orton's that guy that can step in at any point for them and do the job, you know? Like, he's a very solid wrestler, very good talker when he wants to be.
He is
just lazy as fuck, doesn't give a shit.
He's the prototype wrestler. Yeah. If he had Cena's attitude, then 620 Make-A-Wishes, fair play to big match, John.
Yeah, for sure. But, like, I guess this is the point where we can talk about this. So, one of the things that I came out of this whole WrestleMania feeling was that it feels so nice to step away from vanilla giants with crappy tribal tattoos, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Orton, Batista, Triple H, Edge, like that period of pro wrestling. Like it feels like we've finally gone, oh, look at all these other people that are here.
Well, you could tell looking up and down this card. No Cena, no Undertaker.
Yeah.
Triple H shoehorned his way in there.
Yeah, for sure.
But no Rock, no Stone Cold making an appearance.
But it's all the new guys that are making these pushes and they're getting the attention and stuff. Interesting, developed, strange like characters and such, which they desperately needed for so long.
And this is what's happened now, because finally, for all the years by having to bring back these top stars from the past, like again, like Jericho going to AEW means he wasn't available for everything as well.
Yeah.
By having the last few years, and I've been critical of it as well, but I've understood why they're doing it. You need to get the big stars in to pad out the card so everyone can get ready to be on this stage. And I know people think I'm saying bullshit, but if you have only been wrestling for 2 years and someone says, go and have a barnstorm match at WrestleMania, you're not going to do it. You need time to find your character.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have a good match, but you won't have the match that they want you to have in 5 years' time.
That's the thing, is it's where that match lies in the card and how it affects the card as well. So important.
Had Rollins and Lesnar been on 3 hours in, people wouldn't have cared about it.
No, not at all.
And the way they structured this card was...
Well, Lesnar, they've got some heat, both of them, but I know what you're saying. Yeah,
having it as an opening match. Well, would have cared less. And most of their match placement on this card was very well done.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, generally, I was this whole WrestleMania really insane by how they placed out the card and all this sort of stuff, but we'll get to that at the end. So, oh god, Lacey Evans comes out, for fuck's sake. She does literally fuck all at the entrance ramp, then walks to the back, and you're like, why? It's WrestleMania. Why do we need this?
She leant sultrily against the entrance to say, look, there's a hole in the back of this video wall.
There's only a small amount of wrestlers I truly detest. She's right up there at the moment for me. Like, I just don't get it. I hate it. Yeah.
She's done it. she's done a job.
Not in a good way.
Doesn't matter.
Not in a way I want to watch it.
Doesn't matter.
In a way that it does matter.
It does, because she's got a reaction.
No, it's a terrible reaction. And it's a reaction of, I don't want to watch this TV show because you're on it.
But you don't want to be in the situation where the WWE always go for it, going, you want to watch her get the shit kicked out of her.
No, I don't. I don't care at all. I don't want to get her shit kicked out of her. I don't want to see her wrestle. I don't want to see her talk. I don't want to see her in any way, shape, or form. And maybe she has potential, but they need to show me why I need to care about this potential. Because I just don't care. It just every time it's just like it's a fucking waste of time.
In fairness, her punch is pretty good.
So we get the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match of the Usos, who are the current champions, against Dabar, against those evil foreigners of Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev versus Ricochet and Aleister Black.
What entrances for Ali Black and Ricochet?
Mate, so Ricochet's entrance is just the absolute best, but then you see Aleister Black's entrance and you're like, oh my god, this is so cool.
I guarantee you they'll ruin it and just move away like the platform that sends him up in the future.
They better not, because they actually fucked up on Raw this week. It didn't actually come up.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of pop out the
Rey Mysterio jump up. Who's that jumping out the sky? Tommy End?
Tommy End, yeah. But like they added a little drawbridge raising sound into his click, 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 click. And I was like, oh, I popped so hard just for that. Like that little subtlety really like makes a difference.
Have you noticed one that changed from NXT from his entrance videos though?
Nope.
Have you noticed how they now just leave it as Aleister Black in normal text?
Oh,
They've taken away his hieroglyphics
sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's cool. So
Ricochet's entrance gear as well is very, very good.
I was going to say the same about Aleister Black. He has the Stegosaurus kind of like jacket thing, like not the mama from Dinosaurs. And I was like, so fucking cool, man. Looked killer. But Ricochet, Jesus Christ. Corey Graves described him in a thing I watched on YouTube as like Neo from the Matrix, but in real life.
Yeah,
like he's so fucking good.
Crazy. I watched the Table of the Three with him, Adam Cole, and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah,
it just made me like all three of them. Well, two of the three even more.
So I really want to bring up Shinsuke Nakamura's red and black cutout, exposing your chest and belly button, 70s disco Power Ranger suit.
Now, what
Mr. Wicked was just like, at least he's color coordinated with Rusev. I was like, that's a good line.
What actually happened was Nakamura forgot his gear, so he actually borrowed Lana's suit.
Fucking hell, man. What's he wearing? Why is he doing the whole Saturday Night Live, not Saturday Night Live, Saturday Disco Fever, whatever
Saturday
it's called.
Night Fever.
There you go.
Yeah.
The fucking 70s suit thing, like, the big it's just terrible.
Because he doesn't care anymore.
He's just given up, is he?
Because someone's turned around and gone, Shinsuke, you can tag with Rusev. Hang on, didn't he have a really successful gimmick that we killed? Yep. Good thing that his little other commentator buddy's now on 205 Live, ruining that. Yep.
Do you remember when Rusev came out of the tank for WrestleMania?
Oh my god,
that was
so good.
Fucking awesome.
It's a shame that Big Match John had to beat him there.
Yeah, true, but like,
and then he killed Bray Wyatt.
Just to keep that cool Russian gimmick thing going would have been fucking great.
Even when they presented him like the National Honor Star thing, but he was getting heat from home. Apparently,
the Bulgarians.
He was getting a lot of heat from home for being a Russian.
He's an actor. He's playing a role.
Yeah, but it's the same thing that when the Un-Americans got heat and didn't want to be an American character because they were getting heat because they were all living in Tampa. And they're like, we hate America. We're Canadians. That was Christian, Test, and Lance Storm.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but that's really dumb. They didn't want the heat, which is stupid. But
why wouldn't you want the heat? That's good for TV. Like, if your character is over on TV with any sort of heat, really, like, that's a positive, I guess.
Yeah, but can you imagine going home to Bulgaria and they go, hang on, you're saying you're not Bulgarian anymore? Guys, it's fake.
I'm an actor. I don't get it, but whatever. So Rico and Cesaro do the whole Quackenbush Cesaro spots in the ring where they're like flipping around doing like the deja vus and stuff. Like, fucking hell, they just defy logic and gravity. They're so good.
Cesaro and Sheamus need to eat a cake.
Yeah.
At this stage, I thought to myself, God, Sheamus is looking put together. eating biscuits. Smashing through.
So we get the giant swing beats of the Bowery combination where Cesaro is doing the spinny thing to Ricochet, is it?
Yeah.
I've written it down. Yeah, to Ricochet. Like his fucking head must be dead. But then Sheamus is doing the beats of the Bowery to every single person in the match as well. Like, I loved this moment. I thought it was really funny.
I really liked near the end of it where Cesaro was clearly getting knackered and Sheamus was like, I'm going to slow down.
So we get a Tower of fucking Doom spot out of the corner, Ricochet at the top. It looks like he's meant to land on his feet. Doesn't quite do it, rolls through, but it's still an amazing spot.
His facial expression when he rolled into the corner of the case of,
I just about made it. Yeah. 6:30 by Ricochet to Sheamus. Everyone else in the match comes in to break up the pinfall, and I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
And 4 dudes, all from different angles, all go boom to break up the
really
pinfall.
nice.
That was really cleverly worked. L1 strikes by everyone, ending in Black Mass, Kinshasa, Codebreaker, Bro
So
Kick,
glad you called it
Uso
L1
Super
strikes.
Kicks. Fucking A, man. Just fucking killer sequence. Really, really good. Double Superfly splashes by the Usos to Sheamus for the 1, 2, 3, and still your tag champs, the Usos.
Until SmackDown.
Yeah, where they lost it to the Hardys, which is fair enough, I guess.
Someone's off at the end of this month then.
Who?
Usos.
Are they?
I think there's murmurings on the line that their contracts are up at the end of this month.
Oh, no shit. Interesting. They need to re-sign the Usos.
Yeah, they need to put them on Raw.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why the belts were dropped. If they have re-signed and they're going to go over to Raw.
Yeah. Potentially, yeah, with the Superstar shake-up stuff coming, you know. They need to re-sign the Usos really, really badly.
Best tag team they've got.
Yeah, and they're just, oh, fuck's sake, let me move my phone, sorry. But anyway, yeah, re-sign the Usos. I've just put a note here saying this show has been solid as fuck so far, really entertaining, they're not hanging about, smashing the content out.
At this stage, we're like, including the pre-show, I'm 3 to 4 hours in.
Yeah.
It's flown by.
I don't remember a WrestleMania where I was this entertained up until this point.
And the really nice thing is they didn't use filler shit. Match, comment, boom, right through it. Well done.
Absolutely. Not tons of false finishes,
Nope.
solid matches, you know, really clever, kept me entertained, kept me on suspense and stuff all the way through. Really can't complain at all.
Especially as I've mentioned before that I don't like multi-man tag matches. This was top notch. Really
Yeah,
good,
for
really
sure.
good.
So we got our Hall of Fame recap video. I guess we can talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame. We haven't got much time. We're running long already.
Hang on, they didn't show much of the Hall of Fame video.
Exactly. Well, most of what they showed in this recap, at least. I think we need to throw appreciation out here to Dash Wilder, Harry Smith, and Travis Brown. Fuck that human being that I don't want to put over in any way, shape, or form. So
What, Travis Brown?
no, you know who I mean.
I thought Hall of Fame wise, some actually really nice speeches. First year I've actually watched it throughout.
I've only
it
watched
the next
bits,
day.
so yeah.
I watched the whole thing start to finish. All the speeches were good, had purpose, didn't drag. Tori Wilson had the comment of the night for me.
The puberty line.
Thank you for letting me being part of your puberty. We're a PG company. Whey! I wanked to you!
I fucking did.
Good thing she didn't have a WrestleMania 2000 entrance video.
Man, she still looks amazing. Yeah, nice. She still looks amazing now, to be fair.
Absolutely
but,
stunning. And so does Stacey Keebler. She doesn't age.
Yeah, for sure. People were talking a lot about how she doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, what are you talking about? She was a massive part of WCW, massive part of the storylines there. She was a massive part of WWE and WF, whatever. Like, she definitely deserves to be there.
And for someone whose father died 2 days before her speech, held it together brilliantly.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Al Wilson died 2 days before the Hall of Fame. Are you about to laugh about Al Wilson and Dawn Marie?
Yeah.
Well, they showed it. They showed a picture during her Hall of Fame speech. They showed a picture of it, and then she was like, "Oh, Dawn Marie, my dad loved that day."
Was that actually her dad?
Yeah,
that dude who played
Al Wilson. Yeah, that was her dad.
So he actually died 2 days before this speech. Fuck, man.
That's not me shitting you. That was her actual dad.
They
weren't just
so
showing
many jokes I want to make that, but he just died, so I can't. That's horrible. I'm not doing that.
That's right. When we relook at the Dawn Marie, Al Wilson story,
we'll have a good laugh about it
pods.
then. I'm sure, like, you know, in his credit, whatever. So people entering the Hall of Fame come out to do their thing. DX get their own entrance. They all pose in the middle as X-Pac is off somewhere smoking a joint or something. And the pyro scares the shit out of me at the end. I thought a bomb had gone off because they cut away back to the audience. It's like, boom! Like, ah! Like, I had headphones on. Oh, it scared me so much.
The whole idea for that is that, again, for international fans, goes, wake up!
It's like, keep going. What's happening? I'm awake. Don't worry. I watched the Hall of Fame while watching the New Japan ROH shows. And I just want to say, fuck you, ROH. I've had enough. I'm done with ROH completely. The production was shit. Their contributions to the matches were shit. The commentary was shit. everything. The production, they cut away from Okada after winning the belt in Madison Square Garden, giving a speech. They just cut away, and I'm like, oh, what's wrong with you? Anyway, that's my little rant over. I need to get that out of my system.
And I tell you what, I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on whether they have or haven't signed them or not. Rapist and Big Fitter.
Fuck's sake, man.
Allegedly.
When they came out and it was obviously a work shoot, like I saw people on Twitter like freaking out, like Sam Jiver from Cultaholic was like, oh no, they've done a real run-in and stuff. And I was like, do you watch pro wrestling? Because this is not a real run-in.
How Enzo Amore fell over after he got punched.
Mark Briscoe and Enzo Amore are kind of brawling on the outside, and you see Mark doing this. Oh, sorry, hit my gate. Like doing this thing, and you're like, mate, if that was a real fight, Enzo would be dead within seconds.
The Briscoes would have killed them.
Absolutely,
and everyone still would have cheered.
Absolutely. The bit that sold this to me as a work straight away was I noticed Shota Umino and Ren Narita standing ringside going, oh, like this, like pretending to like think it was like shocking or whatever. You're like, mate, those are young lions. If someone jumps the barrier, they're going to kill them. Like, that's their job. They're there to protect everyone else. That's the whole point of, like, being a young lion at ringside. You talk respect and honor for your fellow wrestlers and stuff, you know?
I'm just throwing out there. They're going to join Enzo and Big Cass and be a big fool.
Oh, fuck's sake. If ROH really do continue to push Enzo and Big Cass, I just don't want anything to do with it.
No, I agree with you.
No, I'm just like, fuck them. Who cares, man? I will say, as soon as they jumped the barrier and did the whole work shoot thing, they had 340,000 mentions on Twitter.
Yeah.
So you can understand why. Apparently, according to sources on Twitter, as legitimate as these are, the main management, so Delirious and the people that book Gato and stuff, everything, didn't want this to happen. They asked a lot of times to not have them do this work shoot bullshit like the Russo stuff. But apparently it was the higher-ups in management, so Sinclair,
great,
who decided this was the best way to go.
Well, no wonder why Sinclair can't hold on to any of their talent. Their product's terrible, their champions are terrible, their storylines are terrible, their product is terrible, their production is terrible. But the brick shows are good.
Matt Taven winning the belt was quite good. Didn't see that coming, and it was a nice shock. I think he's a good heel.
But he's been the real world champion for a long time.
He has been, yeah.
All the way back to Jericho Cruise.
All the New Japan stuff was fucking great. All the ROH stuff was fucking terrible. So don't even bother. Just watch the New Japan show. Watch the main event.
This is what New Japan need to realise. Leave Rev Pro alone. Leave ROH alone. Just do your own thing.
My biggest complaint...
Wait, that wasn't you?
There is one thing. I was on a 10-minute delay, so I had to pause and then kind of continue watching. I was watching this on New Japan World, so this might be New Japan's fault, but I'm still going to blame ROH because fuck you, ROH. Okay.
We hate your product.
Coming into the finish of Jay White Okada... the stream pauses and I'm like, oh shit, my internet's gone out. Go check. No, internet's fine. I pause, I play, I pause, I play, and I'm like, oh, if I refresh this, it might jump to the end and it might show me who's won. I'm like, okay, I don't want to refresh, don't want to refresh. And I'm like, there's nothing else I can do. It's not playing. Hit the refresh. 4:04. This video will be available soon. I was like, are you serious? So you're now going to take it, edit it, and then put it back up, and so I can't see the finish from Jay White Okada. And the amount of hours I've dedicated to pro wrestling this weekend, and your fucking streaming service is going to fuck me over like this. I was angry beyond belief. So I didn't actually get to see the whole of Jay White Okada live. I had to then watch the finish the next morning, so I was like, fuck this, I'm going to bed. Especially with all the bullshit that happened with Bret Hart and everything. Like, I was very emotional anyway. And so, like, anyway. Let's get back to WrestleMania, shall we? So we've got Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Okay, so Shane McMahon makes the announcer introduce him 3 times and then conducts him the 3rd time. I'm like,
nicely done.
I don't like you, Shane, but that was good. That was very, very good.
Never trust a man with the name McMahon.
So Miz gets a pleasant reception, and pyro, by the way, but it's not what we want from wrestling. No, he's the best heel in the business. Like, why are we making him the face?
Although the pops at the Hall of Fame between the two of them was quite funny.
I did see it, obviously.
So basically, they kept on showing the camera of The Miz with Maurice, and everyone was cheering. And then they cut back to Shane McMahon and his wife, and they booed. And they kept switching between the two.
That's kind of fun.
Including the fact that so Miz and Maurice kissed, and everyone cheered. And then Shane McMahon leant over to kiss his wife, and everyone booed. And then cut back to Miz and Maurice doing this.
That's fun. That's good.
Nicely done.
It's just, it's obviously they've done it for the TV show and everything, but Miz is a heel.
Yeah, definitely.
Please make him a heel. I like Shane as a heel as well, not as a wrestler heel, but as a character heel. Like, yeah, I'm absolutely fine with it. So Miz chases Shane after Shane goes up to Miz's dad, etc. Miz on the commentary table. Don't blow the spots yet, mate.
We spent more time talking about fucking Okada than most of the fucking WrestleMania.
I disagree. Okay, it's only about 5 minutes, but it's all good. So Miz on the commentary table, Shane up top. Miz's dad steps in front, and I'm like, oh, here we go. So Miz's dad gets to the ring with Shane and puts his mitts up. There you go. That's the one. Thumbs on the outside. Shane still cheats and knees him in the midsection. I'm like, that's quite funny at least. Miz goes mental seeing this, rushes Shane, chases him. There's lots of you talk too much between Miz and Shane and his dad. They're all talking to each other the whole way through the match.
Dads literally sell it as if you're dead.
Yeah, for sure, man. Walk and brawl up to the international announcers table. And I'm just like, this is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen. Where all the monitors are flying and the tables are flying. Like, they haven't even got very good seats.
You do realise wholeheartedly that no one bothered going back there to settle the rest of their gear again after that. That was the end of the international broadcast.
Absolutely. There's a really, really funny line here where Corey Graves actually, like, give him his due, says, because you can hear all the commentators being shocked in the background of the TV microphone, the camera microphone, sorry. He says, it's like we're in the UN right now. And I was like, that did pop me so hard. So, oh God, Shane and Miz are climbing up this camera platform. Shane pleads for his life. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, just really pleading and pleading with Miz. They deliver an absolutely perfect vertical suplex off of this platform down onto this kind of like safely set up area. But holy fucking shit, this looked amazing.
Really good. Perfect execution. And a lot of people can say what they say about The Miz, but he knows how to work safe, and he made sure Shane was safe dropping down on that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I did not think Miz was going to take this bump. I thought it was going to be Miz shoving Shane would take the bump, as we've seen him do a million times. So, listen to Brian Alvarez talk a little bit about this. I will stop quoting The Observer at some point today. He talks about how really it was only about 7 or 8 foot, but the production makes it look like it's 20, 30 foot. And like,
doesn't matter. It looked good.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. I'd much rather it was that way around than the other way around. Like, it was 30 foot and it looked like 5.
Was it SummerSlam or Backlash where Shane climbs to the top of the Titantron and did an elbow drop off it?
Yeah, like back in the day.
Yeah. I'd much prefer this spot than that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't want people dying.
Yeah.
And like, if he'd have missed that thing onto Kane back in the day, like, there's a good chance he could have died. That was a long way.
Jeff Hardy off the Tron as well.
Yeah,
so this was a good spot. Looked more dangerous than hopefully it was.
Yeah, even the place where they landed was obviously padded, had a really nice break in the middle.
Yeah.
So it looked dramatic. Like, it wasn't like when they did the stuff outside with it was Triple H and someone, I think it was Cena or whatever, they're running people over or whatever.
Yeah.
You go around and you see the mats being dragged away by the stuff and things like, yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, I'm insanely impressed with this spot specifically at the end. The match was there's some funny moments early on. But anyway, so Shane ends up on top of Miz after the suplex. Charles Robinson counts the 1, 2, 3, and your winner, Shane McMahon.
Needed to be that way, even though I went for Miz.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of people like saying that like you have Miz do this amazing spot and then Shane wins the match. How is bullshit is that? But I'm like, no. I like this finish. I'm
Told
fine
the
with
story, what it needed to be.
His hand just happened to be there. It's not like he deliberately put it there. And give Shane all this like, I'm the greatest, I'm the best in the world, gets to win every match or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And you get Miz going, no, I killed you. You just happened to fall on top of me, you know?
So it's about time Shane won at Mania. Putting over The Undertaker, putting over AJ.
Ah, fuck's sake. He's the best in the world. So, classic WrestleMania overbooking. To me, it's a bit too much at times. But if there's going to be a stage to try too much, it has to be. Yeah, for sure. Again, Miz should be heel. It doesn't work for me. But so with this and Triple H Batista later on, I really liked how there was like these obvious 2 breaks for some hardcore spot fest stuff.
Yeah.
You know, especially the Triple H Batista stuff later with the Onita deathmatch thing. You know, like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, this is perfectly placed for me, this match.
Yeah, and as you said, even now, I'm still at this card. I'm like, I'm awake.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
Did you watch SmackDown? You did, right?
As in the most recent SmackDown?
Yeah.
I've only seen the results.
Okay, so Shane comes out, does his whole I'm the best in the world promo. Instantly, the whole place is like, CM Punk, CM Punk. Yeah. And it's like, that didn't last very long, did it? You're not going to be doing that gimmick next week. Because if he comes out and keeps doing this best in the world thing, it's going to be CM Punk chance.
I think that, but then this is the whole rib, isn't it? The reason why he's the best in the world. It's like what he should have done is come out to cut off personality. Can you imagine that?
I'd be in, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's quite a cool moment when the crowd's chanting CM Punk so loudly that he has to stop talking, and then he just goes, "Please." And it was like, okay, I like you as a heel. This is fine.
In fairness, him and Steph do that similar thing when CM Punk chants stuff. I remember once on the Raw, then they started chanting CM Punk, and Steph went, "No, he's not here."
Good stuff. Imagine if they've got Punk. And then this is what it's
Shane
leading
McMahon,
to.
fucking hell.
It would be incredible, though.
Never would come back for that, would he?
I don't think he's ever coming back.
No.
But if this is the lead-in, then I'm totally in. Like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we've settled our lawsuit.
So, Paige's music hits. She's here to do commentary. What do you think about Paige coming back in general and the whole teasing a tag team thing? Do you see this?
I think she's going to be bringing up Io Shirai and Kairi Sane as a tag team.
Okay, I was thinking maybe Brits, but could be.
I think because I think if you look down what female tag they could possibly have as British wrestlers to come through, unless it's going to be like Ginny and Nina Samuels maybe together in something, or something
that
from
would
House
work.
of Couture coming straight into the main roster.
I was thinking Tony Storm, Piper Niven.
Possibly, because they were seen together at NXT, so that's a good shout.
Yeah, I wondered. Just two British girls, one big, one small. They can work, like.
Bit of a baptism of fire, though, for Piper. She could
be,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
there's no doubt she can do it. But would it be a case of it be a one-off? This would make more sense if they were going to be in the UK and Paige said, "I'm going to bring you a team," and then it would have been Piper and Tony Storm.
I mean, Tony Storm doesn't need a team.
No,
I'm not sure Viper really does either, to be honest.
Tony Storm still needs to be booked as she is the new Bret Hart.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up, we've got the women's tag team match of tag team title match, sorry. Of Sasha and Bailey, the Boston Hard Connection, who were the champions, versus the Iconics. Sorry, I had to do it once. Versus Natty and Beth Phoenix. Natty Hart and Beth Phoenix, obviously. Versus Nia Jax and
the Samoan Death Squad.
The person I saw referenced as being the vacuum of personality on Twitter, Tamina. And I'm like, oh God, that's good. Vacuum of personality is just perfect to describe her. She's fucking terrible. Champs out first again. The Iconics gear is amazing, sparkly Devil Angel stuff. The fact she managed to get through the ropes with those horns on her head, very impressive.
She almost didn't.
Oh, it got close, very close. Paige referred to them as the Iconics as very perky, and I was like, that popped me really hard on commentary. Natty and Meth have cool pink and black matching gear.
Bret Hart helping them out at the entrance.
Really cool. The guitar screech at WrestleMania, that's a good pop for me every time hearing Bret's music. All these teams had really good gear, I thought. They're all matching. You knew who they were. You knew who each team was, even though they're not really all technically tag teams and
This
such.
is always the thing, wasn't it, about these women's tag belts? They need to have established tag teams, and now they're actually wearing similar / matching gear.
Yeah.
That's taking steps forward for it.
What do you think of the match? I started to find it a bit spotty, a bit botchy, a bit everyone
clunky.
trying too hard, trying to get their shit in,
I think, through what I've read on, again, the reliable source of the internet,
that
obviously Bailey and Sasha Banks pissed off. Sasha Banks quoting loads of stuff on her Instagram about things not working the way that it should be. Sasha Banks
really?
not showing up for a TV appearance and cancelling at the last minute, including the point where the TV company who was booking her for some kind of morning TV show turned around and said she gave us no real excuse, just not that she wasn't turning up. We're never booking her again.
Damn, okay, fair enough.
Unless that was through WWE, something has occurred, which means they've stripped the belts off her, or something's happened in her personal life, which means something's gone horribly wrong.
Because it started to feel like one of those lucha matches where people start to lose track of which spots they're on.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
Yeah, there was lots of Beth and Natty talking people through stuff towards the end as well. Like lots of you talk too much,
Yeah, which in fairness isn't brilliant when you're relying on Beth coming in to help harness this women's tag division. When you've got people in there who should be able to go. I mean, people like Nia Jax. I know she's relatively new, but you're a big girl. Kick, punch, struggle in the corner, overpower, rest hold, overpower, stop someone making a tag.
It's not rocket science, yeah. It's pretty easy.
Smash Becky's face.
So we've got Nia and the personality vacuum, both up top to do super fire splashes. But Beth stops Nia, and Tamina just decides it's not worth the effort to doing the splash to Bailey. She just kind of gets down off the top turnbuckle.
Safety first. Working safe.
It's just so dumb. They climb the turnbuckle, she's up there, and she's like, oh no, my partner isn't going to be able to do her splash. Nah, I'm not going to bother. Just going to walk away now.
There's nothing wrong with choreographed spots when they don't come through.
So glam slam off of Brett's rope by Beth and Bailey. Beth to Bailey. Iconics in steal the cover. Billy Kay pins Bailey for the 1, 2, 3. And new Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, the Iconics.
The hot tag for Billy Kay to be the legal woman was brilliant.
It was fucking
really
hilarious.
Well,
I think the whole internet and the arena just went, yes, they're going to do it.
I popped. I was like, yes, at home.
Some people don't seem to like the Iconics. I'm like, how can you not love them? They're fucking hilarious.
They're going to be turned face within the next 2 months, I think, as well, because people are so into them.
I think they can continue to do the cool heel thing and that they're funny heels, but I think you have to have them face, don't you?
Yeah.
Like Nia Jax, Tamina and stuff. There's an easy feud there, maybe.
And so much sympathy.
Yeah. I think the Iconics have to drop the belts soon. I don't think they're long-term champions because just they're a bit silly, But
this is WWE, though, to a whole with the women's stuff. They need to build up a title history. So you're going to have a lot of quick transfers over. So when the women's title came in, Sasha Banks was a 4-time women's champion the first month.
Yeah. It's not like Vince is going to really care too much about the women's tag titles. He barely cares about any of the men's tag titles or anything beyond, like, the main 2 belts, really.
As long as they still have them, they can go and take the belts to Raw, SmackDown, NXT. That'll work well for me.
Yeah, I like this. I would like to see unified champs for all the big belts, to be totally honest.
Well, they're teasing it, aren't they? So I wonder if that's what we're going to get heading into Fox. Because I wonder if they're going to have continued episodic programming rather than a split roster. I wonder if this is what this is aiming towards.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the person that has the belt because they're going to have to work a shitload every week. But yeah, hopefully the money's good for them as well.
I mean, the new Kofi merch that was released beforehand, Champions merch. Yeah, I'm sure that we'll see a Becky 2 belt something soon.
Absolutely, dude.
Anyway, merch.
So I'll just put,
speaking of merch.
Speaking of merch, you can buy the.
There was a reason why that I put that in there.
From the World of Wrestling podcast. From fuck it now, I've got a thing set up here. Here you go. There's our t-shirt.
Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.com.
Yeah, boy. And you can buy this right here. It's fucking awesome. It's only £15 or $20.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
It's cool. I love it. Right. So let's move on. So we've got.
We're really good at advertising. Right, we've done that. Let's move on.
Without jinxing, this is 4 hours since the pre-show started, and it's been really, really good. And
end the show now. Best Mania of all time.
One more match, then we'll end the show, because the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match is up next of Kofi Kingston versus the new Daniel Bryan,
the planet's champion.
Yeah, for sure. So Kofi Mania video package.
Before this, we look at this. I feel really sorry for Mustafa Ali because this would have been his spot. They were building towards this, and then he gets injured, and then Kofi. That's what they were going for.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
It would have been bad. Yeah, it certainly wouldn't have been on this level.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a case of you're on SmackDown, you're wrestling the chat, you're in the Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've lost half your name.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Calling him Ali, that's terrible. We talked about this before,
but tip of the
try
cap.
Googling Ali and see what happens. See if you find him.
Tip of the cap to him. Did you see what he did for Amazing Red?
No.
He went round and filmed some of WWE superstars saying thanks to Red for his retirement and faces,
nice.
And including Rey Mysterio going, I've really enjoyed it, and I've got to admit, I've stolen a couple of your moves.
Absolutely, yeah. I think
as has everyone.
Every cruiserweight across the world is influenced by Amazing Red. He's invented a whole bunch of stuff.
So the fact that Ali went and did that, I thought was a nice touch.
That's cool. Is it Ali or Ali? What are we meant to say now?
It was always Mustafa Ali.
Okay, so Ali. That makes sense. Yeah, cool. So we get Kofi Mania video package to start with, which is just absolutely fucking beautiful. Literally written, I've got goosebumps. Incredible work from the video team again.
Considering you weren't overly keen on this to start with, it's nice turnaround how they've booked you
for
into
sure.
this.
I think Kofi is not a long-term legitimate champion. I think they're going to drop the belt and he's going to go back to the mid-card within a year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he'll hold it till somewhere like SummerSlam and that'll be it.
Yeah, for sure. But the story they told is just... this match is so fucking good.
Yeah.
So let's quickly run through some of it. So don't you dare be sour. Clap for your 5 times champs and feel the power.
It's a no day. Yes, it is.
Thank you very much. Big E has a present at ringside that they make a huge point of showing. And I was immediately like, fuck, they're going to turn Big E heel. And I'm so happy they didn't because it would have ruined this moment so much.
Yeah.
Dragon is out with Rowan, who's also lost his first name apparently. Slow start.
He's recycled it.
Crowd start going, Kofi, Kofi, and Kofi Mania. Clap, 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 clap.
At which point Kevin Owens is like, that's my gimmick.
The crowd is super hot. Too hot at times. And the Dragon realizes what's going on, and he is the king of manipulating an audience because he slows it down, makes it nice and simple, brings it right down. slowly locks in a Romero special, and we're good. The crowd are just murmuring. They're just there the whole time. And you're like,
so good.
Fucking hell, you're good. Like, from that like burning hot crowd to just like, I'm just going to take you where I want you to be. You know?
What difference 12 months makes? You're cleared to wrestle. We love you. 12 months later, we fucking hate you, you eco-worrying prick.
How did he get himself to this point? Like, fucking hell. Like, it's coming into the match, he's still kind of over, really, with everyone. We know how good he is. We know he's the best and stuff.
For the next comment, I need no judgment. He was so excited about being heel on the season finale of Total Bellas.
Right. I'll skip over that bit. Go on, Karen.
He was basically... It was covering him when he was going to go and do his heel turn. And they basically showed his heel turn afterwards. And the little wry smile on his face afterwards, like, I get to be a baddie.
Fucking
And he was
man.
like so happy about it. Because it's something so different. Because can you imagine being retired and thinking, if I was going to wrestle, I'd love to do this character and then be able to do it.
Well, Dragon's bad guy in ROH, we had the beard and the bald head and stuff, was one of my favourite time periods for him, like being an absolute prick, you know. So Kofi has hope spots here and there, but not enough to really get the crowd excited. Like, these two are really working. So Dragon goes to work taking apart Kofi bit by bit, starts to go after his abdomen, his like core, so it's getting away that gas tank that he knows he can beat him. Good sporting storytelling stuff here, like legitimate. Big E and Woods sound like they're cornering Rocky. Is the one here. Going, not today, Kofi. We do not lose on this day. We've got to move. Like, talking like he's cornering, you know. So cool, referring to him as we have got to do this. We've got to do that.
Which
like
is
you
again
hear Greg Jackson and stuff doing.
And also, we've got to do this. That's also when it made me start thinking, oh no, they're going to think they're going to be champion. This is going to lead to dissension.
Like
Freebird,
yeah, for sure, with the World Heavyweight Championship.
Woods versus Undertaker on the Freebird rule.
So, slowly building drama. There are these terrible backstage shots of the locker room cheering on Kofi, but they do pay it off eventually, like when they're all standing like at a 45-degree angle to the TV.
I wonder if No Way Jose got his royalty check for appearance on WrestleMania.
Well, it's one way of getting everyone on the WrestleMania show, I guess.
Fair play to No Way Jose. Taribo West style, dreadlocks hair now in green, and a red suit at the Hall of Fame. Good lad, brave.
Doing anything he can to just get himself noticed because he's about to be cut. Anyway, so they both miss big signature moves. The building. The crowd are coming alive, cheering for Kofi. Dragon kills it to slow down his maniacal kind of yes chants, you know, where he's just like, he stops, he starts going, yes, on every single one. The crowd, like 80,000 people are going, no, no, and you're like, oh, this is so good. Amazing finisher reversal sequence where they can't do it. It finishes in the label lock. There's this sick smile kind of close up of Dragon where I've just written there are levels to this shit, and he is at the highest level right now. Yes, kicks get no chance again from 80,000 people. Kofi and Big E now screaming at... Xavier and Big E screaming at Kofi. Now as Dragon continues to build, Kofi hulks up. The beautiful irony of him doing the Hulk Hogan spot in this match. I was like, this is fucking great. They proceed to kick the shit out of each other. Go full stiff, kind of boo yay. This spot lasts forever. Trouble in Paradise misses. Dragon connects with the running knee, and you're like, no. 1, 2. Kofi kicks. And you're like, yeah. The pop is massive. Let's take a huge point here. They had one false finish.
Yep, that's all you need.
Fucking hell, boys. And this is one of my favorite matches ever, right? So Dragon in front of Woods and Big E, wrist capture, both hands, starting to stomp on Kofi's head, like legitimately getting that moment. Label lock. Kofi's arm does not drop. Not once. You're like, fucking hell, boys. Yes. Label lock reversed into ground and pound, back into the bell lock, back into the ground and pound, back into the bell lock. Kofi is like fighting out of it. You're like, oh, what a sequence. I've literally written it at this point. This is what 5 stars is fucking made of.
What? 5-star wrestling? What? Live in Belfast.
Incredible. So
Kofi,
shut up. So Kofi receives the wrist capture by doing the stomps to Dragon afterwards. Huge yes chance by 80,000 people for every single stomp he does. 80,000 people come to their feet for Kofi. Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kofi did it. Kofi did it. Kofi did it. Wrestling perfection.
Card placement. Had they put this as the main event,
crowd would be like, what? Is this still going?
Well, because this is one of the things I mentioned beforehand. Because everyone was like, oh, the women should headline. And I said on Twitter, I was like, Wonder if the internet would lose its fucking mind if they turned around and said, "Oh, Bryan versus Kofi's going to headline WrestleMania," because I think they would still turn around and gone, "Oh, Kofi, oh, Kofi."
I mean, this needs to be where it was for sure.
Yeah,
I think the women, in the build-up at least, should be in the main event. No problem.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It didn't work out quite as I wanted it to. But
I'm just trying to say, because of how the match was structured, the pop at the end of the night and the feel good. It's still a feel-good feeling, as we'll get to, but I think this would have been a better feel-good go-home moment.
Say that again?
The feel-good moment. You know, like everyone's supposed to go home from WrestleMania happy. Like, you've got Daniel Bryan closing out WrestleMania. Having Kofi win it would have been a better feel-good moment than Becky Lynch winning.
I disagree. I think Becky had a better build. I think she had a better character. I think she had a better storyline coming in.
The storyline...
if they hadn't have fucked up that finish, I still think you would have had as good a good feeling as you possibly could have with Becky winning.
Yeah, but I think more so with Becky, it was expected she was going to get the belts, even though I went for Charlotte Flair because I thought they'd give me a swerve.
That's okay.
I thought with Kofi and Daniel Bryan, you didn't know. That was the hardest one to predict, I think, on this whole card, whether or not he'd do it.
I mean, I honestly thought he would do it. I think the bill was too structured towards Kofi winning.
Yeah.
I think if you had a Dragon win, it would have been a bit like, okay, fair enough. But they've been known to screw us about in these middle matches, like in the middle of the card before, so they're definitely not beyond doing it. At the end of this match with Kofi and Dragon, I was literally in tears. I was like, just so happy. Like, I know you didn't have the greatest viewing experience in yours, but for me, it was just perfect. I was so happy. I was just chuffed for him. Like, the fact that he's not the first black guy to win a major belt like this, but I think he was born in Africa. I think they mentioned that.
It's the first African-born.
Like, that is a thing. That's a real thing. The fact it's taken this fucking long as well.
Yeah, and also I've noticed that I think is he the first black WWE champion?
I think so, yeah.
Because they gave him the world title, the old WCW title.
I think of them the same thing, basically. But
that's the thing. It's never been the WWE title. It's always been the world heavyweight title or the WWE champion. Yeah.
I was trying to think. Rock, half black.
Yep.
Samoan, half black. His dad is definitively black.
Parsons.
He didn't win the belt though.
They should have done.
But it was
an important
put
moment.
this over as like the first black guy to ever win like WWE championship. I don't think that's true. I think there have been other guys.
I think he's the first guy to win the WWE championship.
I disagree still, but anyway, Rock's as black as he'll ever be. It doesn't matter. This is the stupid conversation. It's just incredible. I could not be happier. Literally one of the greatest matches I've ever seen, especially a WrestleMania matches. Has to be right up there.
Yeah.
I'll remember this. This will go down in history. I'll remember this match forever now.
This is one of the ones, because if you think over the last few Manias, what matches can you remember? The last one I can really go back to is Taker Shawn.
Fuck me. Wow. Matches I actually cared about at WrestleMania recently. It's not very many.
Yeah. Taker Shawn. Maybe the first Rock Cena because it had a year build, but that wasn't even a great match because Rock cocks it up and it was the two people in the ring who didn't make it great.
Immediately, all the stuff I'm thinking of is stuff that was either bad or was different. Like, so Taker squashing John Cena was fun because it was different.
Yeah. You know? But top level matches, I've got Bryan Kofi, I've got HBK Taker 1, and I've got Michaels Angle WrestleMania 21.
Yeah. There's definitely other matches I would add to that, but like, not off the top of my head, but anyway, it's all good. So next up, we've got a WWE United States Championship match of Samoa Joe squashing the fuck out of Rey Mysterio in like under a minute. One arm raise, a ref calls for the bell. Can you do that, Joey? Do you know the 3 arm raises? Doesn't do it. Does what it is. You saying Rey was injured?
Rey's injured, going into for surgery.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So
that's a shame.
Classic Rey Mysterio.
This is a match I was requesting for a while because after I saw them engage in that 4-person thing they did the other day, I was like, that's the match.
Could have been really good.
I love what they're doing with Samoa Joe. His promo this week was incredible.
This is what they need to do for Joe now. He needs to run through the lower card, beat him in a minute or two.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And you didn't seem too keen on the idea of Strowman Joe, but that for me is Huss levels of just like, let's do it, boys.
I think Joe struggles with bigger athletes.
I don't know.
I think, again, I just go back to other thoughts of when he went against big people. So the feud with Lesnar was all right, but I think Joe's better when he's a bully. And when he can't bully Strowman, I think the storyline is difficult.
I think he can bully Strowman.
I think it'll be a great match because I like Joe and I think Braun would be very good. But I think storyline-wise, I always like Joe being the big bully. And then if he bullies everyone, then Strowman comes along, transferred to SmackDown, and then goes for it. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
I think what I like about Strowman Joe is that there's definitely a level of like legitimate competition to it, and that they could just about handle each other, and they usually wrestle guys they don't handle. So I quite like that kind of intricacy about it. The one thing that I'm kind of looking forward to seeing is if Joe can fuck with Strowman a lot leading up to a pay-per-view match, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you always expect Strowman to have the advantage and stuff, but then Joe starts to mess with him and cheat and, like, you know, I don't know, beat up his dad or something, you know, that sort of levels of things.
Look at this gator I caught, Braun.
But the match is what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
Injured Ray, didn't want to move him off the card.
Exactly. So next up we've got Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. Good little 10-minute brawl. Big Superman sort of punch. Big spear for the finish. Roman wins, obviously.
This was the point in the card where it started to drop for me.
Oh, yeah. From the moment, like, Joe squashes Ray, I'm like, okay, that was fun. But, like, I'm feeling it now.
Yeah.
Definitely starting to feel it.
Quite like the women's match to be on pretty sharpish.
Yeah. I was hoping 1 or 2 matches and that would be it. Well, yeah, that too. But I was hoping 1 or 2 matches and then we're back in it. And then I started to look at look at the card and how many matches were left. I was like, oh shit, that's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Let's hope there's some 5-minute matches here.
Luckily there was one.
So we get Drew versus Reigns is what it is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. And he does his whole, like, there's 3 of me talking, he can barely play drums, but whatever. But then we get the Babe Ruth vignette thing happening. I'm like, who have they got? The whole time I'm like, oh, something's happening. Who is this? Is it going to be someone we don't realize? Like, they've got someone secretly or something?
Eli Drake.
And then, this is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I popped a little bit. It was kind of funny.
I'm surprised how many people did. But the rap was really good.
It was funny. Yeah, it was good moments. You know, I've got no problems with it.
This is the bad night that John Cena turns heel. Way! He's never going to turn heel.
Never. With good purpose.
620 Make-A-Wishes is why he will never turn heel.
We talk about, like, WWE not being able to book faces and stuff so much nowadays, but, like, they've booked John Cena into that face position for sure. Yeah. Just, like, from monotony of years and years and years, we're never going to turn him heel. He will be the face.
And he's there.
And he eventually got there, yeah. So he finishes with the, you're about to get the FU, you can't see me, old school style, pumps him up, FU, and we're out of here. Not even a match, it's just a segment. So it's
nicely done.
Next up, we've got I'm getting tired. No holds barred match. Batista versus Triple H. It was around here that I started to look how many matches are left, and there's still 3 matches to go. And I fucking hell, okay, we're going to deal with this now. Let's see what they do. Because I kind of, you see that overbooked WrestleMania bullshit is coming. Just how they're going to do it. And fuck calling the spots. I really enjoyed this match.
I love the fact that even Batista at this stage was tired, that he tripped getting in the ring. Because he was knackered, old boy.
That was weird. And it's like he got in the ring and then tried to take a couple of steps and kind of just went, whoa.
And Michael Cole in commentary, you could tell he's so excited.
They come for it quite well.
I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah,
it's a little guilty pleasure of mine. I love the part with the pliers and the fake nose ring.
Yeah, the proper Onita, like, deathmatch style dragging this out,
which explains all the time while all of a sudden, like, Batista's had a nose ring. Triple H, like, I played off on that. Let's get that in.
But, like, even before that, they had the whole the clamp around his fingers and then shredding on them on the stairs. They're like, everyone can relate. It's like when Marty Scurll, Jimmy Havoc goes on about the paper cut thing, and that's why people cringe, because they can relate that. We've all had that or whatever. Same thing with this. It's like you can definitely relate to getting your fingers caught in that sort of shit, you know? That gets over much more than, like, you know, I don't know.
Sledgehammer shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, blah, 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 blah. There's an I am the table spot here where the tables don't break, and I'm like, yeah, I am the table. The hardcore breaks in the show, like we've talked about before. This is really nicely placed in the show. Like, I really needed something else at this point.
How do you rate Triple H's entrance?
Not as good as some of them, but it was okay. They did the whole Mad Max thing, and I thought it was a bit average. The ramp is just so bollocks looking. Yeah. That anything coming down, I'm just like, all I can see is that horrible shiny. I thought it was raining at times because it was so shiny.
Well, it was
horrible.
Raining at some point, wasn't it? Near the end.
Apparently, it got really bad immediately as the show finished. There's lots of people talking about waiting for Ubers for like 3 hours in the pouring rain. I
love Mania weather because it never gets bad. And that's classic Vince McMahon. Show's finished.
It's amazing. They had the balls to put a WrestleMania in New York in April outdoors. Like, how did they get away with this? Apparently they had a rule where you couldn't bring umbrellas into the stadium as well. So if it had been really bad, this stadium probably been empty within a few hours, you know.
Marty Scurll wouldn't have been allowed.
No, fuck no. So we get a Batista bomb by Triple H onto the steps, and I thought Batista caught the back of his head on the edge of the steps. Fucking happy he didn't. It didn't seem to, at least. The Triple H head spike DDT cell.
Ouch. Well done.
Waited, then did it. Really cool. Really like that.
He's been training in the PC. Ricochet, how would I go about doing this?
It's clearly he's seen someone. The first person I saw do that was in a backyard fed in a British company, a guy called Alex.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. So it will be out there somewhere. I'm sure he popped. But he used to do a head spike thing. He'd put his arms like this.
Yeah. And
then spike himself downwards. And it's like, it used to look fucking awesome, man. So seeing Triple H do a similar spot and then like 10 years later, whatever. Yeah, it was kind of marked out quite a lot. So Superman sledgehammer spot, pedigree, 1, 2, 3, and your winner's Triple H. Keeping his
career going.
But apparently Batista retired the next day.
Yeah, straight away. And then said very nice message out on Instagram and Twitter saying, thanks very much for letting me be part of it. I'll always remember it, but I'm retired from sports entertainment.
Sure.
And why would you not with your multi-million-pound film career?
Absolutely. I detested Batista in his first few runs. I saw him as Drax the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's my favourite wrestler now. So there we go.
Got a lot more ink now.
Yeah, I'm a huge Guardians of the Galaxy fan and Marvel in general. So yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I wanted him in full Drax gear so bad. Imagine if he'd come out as Drax the Destroyer. Like, it would have got over fucking amazingly.
It went with the rights.
Well, that's a problem. So next up, we've got Baron Corbin defeating Kurt Angle in 6 minutes. And a proper meh sort of match.
That moonsault from Angle, fucking hell, I thought he was going to spike himself.
Yeah, it was a bit worrying. Like, he landed okay, thankfully. But out of the moonsault, picks him up into the end of days for the 1, 2, 3. No taker, unfortunately.
It's fine. I worried about this after hearing people were doing interviews of wrestlers at that weekend, and Kurt Angle had to sit down. Like, he can barely move. So basically, a lot of wrestlers were doing, like, open mingling.
Yeah.
But anyone who wanted to go and see Kurt Angle would have to go and sit down next to him to do the interview.
It's worrying,
and you could tell him walking. Fair play to him for wanting to go out. I know he wanted to go out with someone else, and he wanted to really leave. He was saying in interviews he really wants to leave out all on the line. But if you're physically not capable of doing it, you did your moonsault, which still looked brilliant.
Yeah.
And Baron Corbin's
I don't want to see people dying horrifically injured in the ring.
Baron Corbin is going to dine out on this because he's going to have a David Starr style list of accomplishments, which they've already started doing, and now he's going to have the he retired Kurt Angle, and then he's going to dine out on that, which is the right thing to happen. For
sure, yeah. I don't know if it was you or Mr. Wicked that said to me that this is perfect for his character at this point. I think it was you, actually.
Yeah. Well, I think Mr. Wicked's sort of on board. If he was messaging you, that's probably...
He tapped out at some point as well, so it's still good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Baron Corbin needed this.
Yeah.
Because it's another layer to his character.
Yeah, did you catch Corbin limping away legitimately at the end?
Yeah.
I wonder whether he actually hurt his leg.
I think so.
Because I don't remember seeing them follow this up on Raw or SmackDown.
I also wonder as well if, as you said, that they might have gone a bit short as well, because if he's hurt, Angles can't do anything, they probably just go home.
I mean, obviously, Kurt Angle with the broken neck and stuff is obviously a concern in general, but I saw him maybe 10, 12 years ago at a TNA show in Essex when they did their first UK tour, and like, fuck it, let's get tickets, this will be funny. And we were in the best seats ever. We were like third row in the tiered, and there was like 3 seated rows in front of us, so it's literally your eye level with people. So like Kurt Angle is about 2 meters further away than we are right now, and you get in the ring, and I was instantly like, oh, he doesn't look right. What's going on here? Like, he was just like, hello, I'm Kurt Angle. Like, cracked out his fucking brain on painkillers and stuff. Like, and that was like 12, 15 years ago. And like, he's still going.
He's done well to get clean. He's done well to survive. I think they've utilised him too much since he came back when he's Hall of Fame last year. He's done too many matches.
But he could barely walk at that point. You know, he was struggling to get to the ring.
This is the case in point, is that he could barely walk backstage for press. So
worrying,
he just needs to rehab. He needs to stay out the ring. He needs to be creative. He needs to go and help people with promos and character down at the PC when he can.
What a career, though.
Outstanding. Considering someone who came in as an Olympian,
obviously,
he's got shoot wrestling in his bag, but to build his character...
From the very first moment he picked up that microphone and did that whole, I'm an Olympic champion, you need to cheer for me. Why are you booing? I'm like, oh, I'm in. Absolutely. Especially with him and Brock both there at that time. Fucking hell, that was good.
I can't remember, and it's probably just because I want to be nostalgic about it, I can't remember a bad Kurt Angle feud.
Very difficult to see anything bad with Kurt, really.
Yeah.
He's funny, he's serious, he's everything you need.
Milk truck stuff when he won the WWF title off Austin in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Little cowboy hat.
I always have this moment whenever I think about Angle in his career where I'm just like, Thank God Eddie Guerrero was around at that time.
Oh, God, yeah.
You can see the levels of how Eddie would make himself a silly tit at times, and cut angles like, oh, we could do that now, can we? And just going full force with it, I think Eddie had a huge influence on Kurt.
And that shows in their match at WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Classic, man. Absolute classic. So Angle finishes his little speech after this match by going, he wants to hear those 2 words that define his career. And I'm like, what?
Pain
Best
pill.
ever, or pain pill, or whatever, I mean, and then the whole "you suck" thing, right? I hate this so much. Imagine if he'd have come out and it had gone, da-da, Angle, da-da, Angle. Just get him over, Like, show him that appreciation. This whole "you suck" thing, I'm like, why do people still do it?
Because he asked for it.
Oh, fucking annoying.
Because Vince asks for it.
I just...
Anyway.
I feel like we need to show some sort of level of respect for Angle, Like, I'm beyond that anyway. So we've got the WWE Intercontinental title match of Finn Balor,
the Demon,
versus, against Bobby Lashley with Lio Rush. Okay, so the Demon is just silly at this point. I used to be so pumped up when he'd put the makeup on, even for, like, post-New Japan stuff. So when he did it in, like, London, when he did it for, like, ICW and places like that, even when he first started doing it for the Fed, it was interesting.
When he did it in NXT, when he was, like, the Ripper character, when he came to do Joe at Wembley Arena.
And then they turned him to this pumpkin orange-faced, sort of weird, shitty Samoan gimmick almost.
Nice big podium for him to do his entrance on as a Demon. That was nice.
Yeah, it was okay, but they fucked it up, so he had to jump off at the end to do the pose, and the camera guy couldn't get around fast enough to get the whole shot of him going boom, boom, blah, and seeing the WrestleMania crowd. Like, they don't have that shot now. They had an opportunity to do it at MetLife, and it's like, you didn't get it. It's like, that was a problem, man. If you're going to do the staging, you need to get it right,
Well, it was such a complex stage.
Well, yeah, fucking A. I've just put sticking his tongue out is not scary.
No, but it's scared Lio Rush.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? So Finn Balor defeats Bobby Lashley to win the Continental strap. It's okay. It's just, let's get out of the way at this point. I just didn't give a fuck. I'm so tired.
This is a match where I hope had been cut, which is not. I said I love Devitt. I think he's great.
I quite like Bobby Lashley currently as well.
Yeah.
I used to hate Bobby Lashley, but it's with Lio Rush and the heel, and no problem.
It's the best run he's had in WWE.
Yeah, for sure. Considering the push they tried to give him when he was his first run as well.
Oh.
So Alexa Bliss comes out and goes, "It's time for a break. Break. I said break. I fucking said break." And you're like, fuck's sake. Honestly, at this point, this weekend, you can fuck off with your dance break spot. It's just...
We're going to have the biggest 82,000 capacity dance break where no one's dancing.
Well, I'm falling asleep over here. What's going on? Dancing. Yay. This is a thing they do in Fortnite. I like this.
The worst thing for Carmelo is like, wait, I've been out 5 hours ago. Can I not go to catering?
Do you know who Ninja is?
Ninja?
Yeah.
No.
He's a game streamer, okay?
Wait, this is like the top YouTuber, top gamer?
Twitch, but yes,
Twitch?
It's fine. Yes, YouTube. I'm sure he has a YouTube channel probably as well, but he's a Twitch guy, so yeah.
35-year-old accountant.
It's okay, man. Don't worry. It's just, I'm a nerd, so this is all my kind of forte. There was a brilliant moment that this reminded me of, right? So Ninja at New Year's was doing a big kind of like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, so they do the drop the ball in New York's in the center. What's that? Times Square?
Times Square.
Yeah. So Ninja was doing the whole presentation from that, and I'm like, why have you got this douchebag to do it? Okay, I hate him, by the way. And so he literally was pissing down with rain, and he's like, all right, we're gonna get everyone to do like the biggest dance spot ever, and he starts doing all this dancing. And everyone's looking at him like, it's fucking raining. I want to go home. And I was like, this reminded me of that so much. It's like proper meme levels of just like, fuck off. I want to go home. Just brilliant. Do you want me to move on?
Yep.
WWE Raw Women's Tag Title, WWE SmackDown Women's Tag Title, kind of unification but not, triple threat match of Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey. So Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown champ, Ronda Rousey was the Raw champ coming in. This goes 21 minutes 30. The video package is fucking incredible. Oh my God. Again, my way levels of just like, you put a lot of time and effort into this. And this was obviously booked a long time ago. Well, long enough that they had time to work on this video package because holy shit.
Well, they even got the stuff in
good.
from the week before.
Yeah.
Which was really nicely done. Just seeing Charlotte hit that knee again on Ronda Rousey is so good.
Yeah, super cool. So we get the ECW helicopter spot where they're chasing Sandman around in ambulance. The crowd are just exhausted. They just don't give a shit about anything at this point, Kind of similar to the women's tag match earlier in the night, and the match is kind of like a bit messy, a bit everyone just trying to get their shit in, but no one's really got much to do or purpose to anything. Yeah. It's wrestling for the sake of wrestling almost. Even when Becky comes out, there's a pop, but it's not
a knackered pop.
Yeah, it's
not
like
it's midnight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So the crowd's exhausted. Ronda gets rid of the table. Tables are for bitches, which was the funniest line of the whole night, I think. Piper's bit. No, Rousey's leg is fucked. She sells it a little bit. Becky reverses into a crucifix. The finish is an absolute mess here. Ronda chucks her elbow up, the shoulder up, sorry. Ref starts to count. She puts it down around the time it's on the 2 full. Counts the 3, her shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, kind of. And Becky becomes the champ.
She sold it, though, old Ronda. Wait, that wasn't free. Her actual general level of pissed offness that she'd been pinned, I think, worked well for a future storyline. And never
Yeah, that's obviously where they seem to be going.
So never tapped her out. So
imagine if it wasn't deliberate, they just fluffed it.
Imagine if Becky forced it. Your husband's a prick.
Just held her down like in the crucifix, didn't let her go. Yeah, like
Let's
Jeff Hardy's Sting.
Shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's where they're going to go. They're going to go, once Rousey's back, they'll go Rousey, Becky Lynch next Mania. Unless Rousey has a kid, then there's no chance that'll happen.
Well, a year or two, she could be back.
Yeah, well, I was going to say a lot of people online are saying, they're going to do it next Mania. It's like, yeah, because if Ronda Rousey falls pregnant straight away, 9 months, 3 months to recover, train, and get ready for a Mania match and build it away from a child.
Yeah. Where's the whole pregnancy thing come from? Is that
This was the whole thing that
she talked about it?
There were discussions around Christmas time that she was going to leave after Mania because she wanted to start a family.
We heard it from her or just from news sources?
News sources, which she then turned around and responded to, basically saying, "It doesn't matter. It's my life. If I choose to have a child, I'm going to have a child. I don't think I should be dictated on social media and my responsibilities to wrestling."
Mate, that's not our fucking.
Yeah,
it's nothing to do with us.
And also, in fairness to her, she's worked a full-time schedule for someone who's supposed to be a part-time talent. She's worked house shows.
Okay.
She's been doing loads of house shows.
She missed a lot of Raws and stuff.
Yeah, but so have we.
True, very true.
So for someone who's supposed to be an outsider, she's worked a lot.
Yeah.
She's improved every time she's been in the ring. She still needs to work on her character, because like when she walks out with Joan Jett was playing her entrance out, she's like, smiley, pouty bitch face.
I don't mind that. I think as angry as anyone would ever be, if you came out and you saw the person who does your music, like Joan Jett, like perfectly performing your song, she was at that age.
Probably the best WrestleMania performance.
Joan Jett was amazing, man.
Considering back in the day we used to have Lemmy, we're Motorhead, we're gonna kick your ass.
There's a mystery. There's a mystery. He's like, I don't give a fuck about these lyrics.
The King of Kings. And he's like, he's finished. And he just looks at the microphone and goes, there can be only one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Becky's the unified champ, and I'm chuffed to bits for her. I just don't care. I'm too tired.
Yeah.
The finish was shit. The match was pretty mediocre, to be honest. Like, they really let us down.
I've seen some comments on the line where people are saying there'll never be another women's main event.
Of course there will be.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. With good storytelling and stuff, it should have been one-on-one match. People would have cared. If it was just Ronda Becky or Becky Flair, even Ronda Flair, like in a push, that would have been terrible. But the crowd would have cared more.
I listened back because I knew we did our WrestleMania 35 predictions on one of our earlier podcasts.
Did we?
We spoke about what we thought would be in the main event.
Oh, okay, cool.
And one of the questions I asked you was this year, did you think there'd be a women's main event? And whilst we were uncertain of it, we came to the conclusion that there would be a women's main event around this time last year, whenever we started the pod. I think it was either the prequel or episode 1. We said there would be a women's main event purely because there were no other stories that could carry it. Yeah. And I said, I think it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey. And we both discussed how it would be a shame if Becky Lynch wasn't involved in anything. And you said, back in the day, I wonder if they'd go and ever do a triple threat match between Becky, Ronda and Charlotte for the title.
Yeah.
And Dickhead here went, no, it'll be one-on-one.
Well, it should have been.
Yeah.
It's just, you could see it coming. That they obviously know Flair is the person. I hate to say it, but she's the man, really.
Yeah.
And Ronda, with the publicity and everything else she had around her, she had to be in the main event.
Yeah.
Especially if she is going to go off and have a kid and decides not to come back or whatever.
They need to maximise their time while they were there.
This was the opportunity. This was the time to do it.
And considering you
had to get Becky in there because of the push,
Had Nia Jax not punched her in the face and broken her nose, we would have had this match at Survivor Series and it would have just been Flair Rousey in the main event, I think.
Yeah, potentially. Who knows, man? It's a difficult one to say. But again, I've shouted on WWE for not being able to book a decent face and for fucking over their fans time and time again.
Yeah.
Kofi, Becky, Balor, you know, like the whole
Seth
way
as
through.
well.
Seth, absolutely. Iconics, even, like, they're the ones that we wanted to win. Everything went the way we wanted it to.
There was nothing pear-shaped on this show.
Yeah.
There are a couple of...
That's how WrestleMania should be.
Yeah.
You
Doesn't
know?
matter about the storylines leading into it. And there's nothing that can be said more than this entire show. Logical booking, even if it's predictable, is important. Don't
Fucking
throw
A,
a span in the works just so people go, Becky's going to win.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with them. Vince McMahon needs to go with the case of, well, the internet thinks this is going to happen. I'll show them who knows best, and then I kill my product for 3 months.
Yeah, for sure.
They
did that on Raw and SmackDown. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. They killed it the next 2 nights. But let's be honest. We buy into WrestleMania because it's nostalgia for us.
Yeah, for sure.
I would not sit up and watch, I don't know, Backlash for 4 hours and then try and take the book the day off work the next day. I might stay up and watch the Rumble live, which is what I do and still go to work.
Yeah.
But I would never sit there and go, if this was Survivor Series still, I wouldn't stay up and watch this. Because it's Mania. They could have basically said, we're going to give you Balor versus Leo Rush in a 2-hour Iron Man match.
I would have been in. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, fine.
It's WrestleMania. You know?
Get my snacks and my app out.
Like I talked about on the ESPN thing I was on, like, it feels like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's genuinely, no matter how much I hate WWE product at that moment, or how much I think the card's going to suck, or the venue's going to suck, whatever it may be, it's fucking WrestleMania, man. And they really paid it off this year.
I'd say
it was way too fucking long, but, like, you know, they did give us what we needed.
If you'd cut an hour out of this, it would possibly be in top 3 WrestleManias of all time.
I'd cut 3 hours out of it, easy.
I wouldn't do matches on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Do them at Access, and then have it as a network special. Have Access as a network special if people choose to watch it. Have a 1 hour build-up, which is on your USA, and have a 4-hour pay-per-view. So then it's 5 hours in total. You're still getting out at 11 o'clock at night US time. We're getting to bed at 4. We give yourself a little room for spillover.
If WWE would do intergender, imagine if it was a mixed battle royal for the pre-show. That'd be hilarious. You have a half an hour, everyone that's possibly left in the roster, all on this one Rumble, you know. Like, even a battle royal, just put them all in the ring and then just go, off you go, see what happens.
But you see again, they did another Worlds Collide at Access as well.
What's that?
This is where it's NXT versus 205 versus NXT
Oh, it's
UK.
where they shamefully brought back Luke Harper, just like out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
For no purpose whatsoever. Then had him do the awesome spot with Braun in the men's battle royal. That was good. But, you know, go on, sorry.
Yeah. But network content, online YouTube content, fine, but have it over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest now, Hall of Fame, they changed the layout of Hall of Fame, so it's the ring. They're never going to do that again now.
Probably not. They're going to have a lot more fucking security, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't think Hall of Fame has a great longevity as a weekend event. I think they're going to have I think they're going to have NXT, and I think they're going to have an Access show. And that's how they should do it. People say WrestleMania should be a whole weekend thing. No, just call it Access. Yeah. Have show in the evening after your signs and the meet and greet. Have your lower card titles, and then have your big feuds at Mania. Have it 4 hours of 1 hour of a build-up show.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. In terms of the Hall of Fame, it felt this year for the first time, well, maybe the last couple of years actually, that they're kind of scraping what they can get in there now. You know, like, I don't want to say scraping the bottom of the barrel because it's not. There's legendary guys there, but when you've got Triple H and Shawn Michaels going in again, just so we can get the Outlaws and X-Pac in there, you know.
Well, Triple H hasn't gone in yet, has he?
Oh, well, I guess he has now.
Yeah, he's now. But that's the thing, as you said.
But obviously Triple H will be by himself. He's Triple H, for fuck's sake, you know.
Next year they'll have Rock because it's in Tampa. This is all engineered for that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But then who else you got? Undertaker as your headliner.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys on the roster now that we like, Big Show, for example, Kane, whatever.
Yeah,
like, there's guys that can go in.
That's the thing, they can go in. But
let's do it every 5 years, you know.
Yeah, make it
mean something.
Where's your headliner? Or do 2.
Yeah, have 2 or 3 people go in every year, you know. That would be good. Give them time to do the speeches, you know, maybe have, I don't know, some sort of like viewing party with their matches or something.
Well,
I don't know.
That's basically what they need to do. They need to do it like, here's so-and-so's greatest 2 matches or greatest match that they voted for by the fans, so you've got interaction in your social media polls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Hall of Fame, they're scraping the barrel now. I enjoyed watching it. It was really nice to hear about the wrestlers because everyone's into podcasts. You like hearing about wrestlers talk about their stories, but then a lot of the stories you now heard on other people's podcasts.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
So, yeah, they're scraping the barrel. They need to cut the Hall of Fame, and we need to cut this pod.
Yeah, so I've got, in terms of this weekend as a whole, good. The indie shows I watched were absolutely brilliant. I watched the Joe Ryan's Penis Party, which I will say is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life. Not just wrestling, but funniest shows. There's genuinely moments where I had to pause it to stop laughing because I couldn't see what was happening anymore. It was so funny. I sent you one clip of Tracy Smothers, and fucking hell, man. Testing will be one of my favorite lines ever in professional wrestling. And to be like, oh, look, there's Andre, and then smack a woman in behind when she's distracted. I fucking love it. Like, that's going to be referenced a lot. So watch the Penis Party if you want to get references, I say, in the future.
Watch Joe Ryan's Penis Party.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't just Google Penis Party.
No, don't do that. Thank you for the retweet as well, Joe Ryan. I appreciate that. Got us a bit of exposure. So, WrestleCon Super Show as well was really, really good. The NXT show was fucking awesome.
Until the main event.
But still, like,
very, very
you're
good
talking 4-5 matches that are 4-5 stars plus, you know, and like that's incredible when you think about it. It's not how a wrestling card should be, but it was just really, really enjoyable. I loved every moment of it. It burnt me out so much, but it was really, really good. New Japan's involvement in the Madison Square Garden show was incredible, and Mania in general, I absolutely adored it. My favourite WrestleMania ever.
Oh, wow.
I would go that far. I loved so much of this show, especially the first 3 hours or so. The last couple of hours, I was like, for fuck's sake. But then it had Batista thing was really good. It had the Joe squashing Ray, which I loved. It had, like, you know, Drew McIntyre. I'm chuffed to see him back on the roster, you know, and the women's main event, which they kind of fluffed at the finish. But, like, you know, without that fluffed finish, this would definitively be my favourite Mania ever.
The good thing now about Mania is, despite the length, and you take the length out of it, over the last few years, they've been consistent with actually giving people what they want. People go home happy. It's the end of the season.
If you like Roman Reigns, anyway.
It's what Vince wants and what the kids want.
The top face went over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see where we go next year. Before we finish, what's the main event next year at WrestleMania?
Main event at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, in Tampa, Florida. You've got two choices. Go for it.
God, it's going to be Cena Rock, isn't it?
No, it's going to be Rock Roman Reigns.
Nah.
Or
you'd have to turn Roman heel.
Or well, that's what I hope they do this year. Rock Roman in Florida.
I'll tell you what, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
Good shout. My other backup one is going to be, again, if he's allowed to do it, and he's always wanted it, Brock Rock. They don't need it. I don't want it to be Brock versus Brock. I would like to see Seth Roman, and I'd like to see Daniel Bryan versus Tommaso Ciampa, if he's fit enough to wrestle.
It's never going to happen.
Well, he's probably never going to wrestle again. So
okay, so as you've been talking or thinking about it, I'll take it back. My one pick, and this is what I would do, not what I think will be, sort of thing, you know. Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman.
Nice.
They're the top two guys right now. It's an easy story to tell. It's believable if either guy beats either. You have to turn one of them heel, though.
Yeah, and you need to keep Braun as a monster heel.
Yeah, that's where I struggle.
Because Rollins would be brilliant as a heel.
Seth's a better heel, but you've just turned him face, and he's really fucking good as a face.
Yeah.
But you look at the roster and stuff, there's a whole bunch of people lined up that they could use to turn Seth heel.
I also say next year you won't get a Triple H match.
Oh, I don't know. I bet you do, because you get one every fucking year, apparently. So quickly, just bad about this weekend. ROH. I'm done with ROH entirely. I want nothing more to do with them.
I apologise. I hashtagged them in the Twitter post about us going live that I will no longer be hashtagging ROH because I'm sure they'll be really hurt by that.
WrestleMania is way too long. Raw and SmackDown after Mania were completely pointless. I got very little from it, apart from Taker turning up and doing the whole thing with Elias, where he's like, you'll be a dead man, and then the music hits and he goes, like, that was really, really good. Aside from that, I just didn't care. There's nothing.
Well, we'll look at the product again in 12 months' time.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, we'll watch it around SummerSlam time.
Again, and the WrestleMania main event and the follow-up to it was just... You had such an opportunity. You seem to have fluffed it completely.
I wonder if they've done UK syndrome with these last two episodes of Raw, because I know they know it's a big deal, the Raw after Mania. I wonder if they've done this. Don't worry, lads, because we sold it out. People are going to watch it, although the rating was down 25% from the Raw after Mania last year.
Apparently, it's the most money-making Mania ever, though.
Yep.
That's always a good thing.
Excellent. And again, as we said before, people are going to lose their mind about the 25% downward turn of Raw ratings. No one watches TV anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? They need to put it on the network like now to get people watching.
I did hear that Nelson
if they can
take YouTube TV as ratings as well now.
Okay.
But on your settings, you can either opt in or opt out of being voted in the US version. But anyway,
cares,
again,
man? It's all
ratings
bullshit
don't
made up
matter.
stuff. Yeah.
$1 billion to go onto Fox unless they're kicked off it.
So let's quickly just talk about the picks that we did before this. We mentioned it on the Twitter and stuff. So you ended up getting 8 right. I ended up getting 12 right. So yay, I win. Awesome.
Well, you are the WWE super fan. I'd expect nothing less.
And let's quickly look at our poll results to see what our listeners and viewers thought about this year's Wrestlemania. Filth me?
I would have been happy to see if Miz and Funaki had beaten up Shane McMahon when they went up to the announcers table during that match. I thought Funaki holding Shane McMahon would have been quite funny.
That would be great. So, in our poll we did on Twitter, we gave him 3 options because I thought it'd be nice and simple. Good, bad, average. Pick one, okay? So, in last place with 9% was average, as you might expect from pro wrestling fans. Like they're gonna have an opinion somewhere or another. 14% chose bad.
14% of people are wrong?
Yeah, I think so as well. And 77% of people put good. So that's a strong approval rating for WWE.
I'd be interested to see what their approval rating of Monday Night Raw was.
Yeah, interesting. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Where can we find you on the social medias?
So you can find us, World of Rest Pod on Twitter or World of Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. Also, worldofwrestlingpodcast.com has all the links to everything you need, including our merch, which you should go buy now. Look at this beautiful CM Punk style t-shirt you can buy. I mean, Punk t-shirt. I didn't say CM Punk.
He's the best in the world.
Just like Shane McMahon. We'll have a Shane McMahon t-shirt next week. We are going to put other merch up soon. But yeah, mine is Rich Be Thy Name on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm at the Tex Williams on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me also our latest matches on the SEPW YouTube channel, including title match between JD Knight and Meathead,
which is really good.
And also you can find me on Nothing Else on TV as commentator for OWE.
Yeah, buy a t-shirt. You're going to love it.
Don't know what we're covering next week. It'll be a nice surprise.
I have an idea, but let's talk about it afterwards.
Cool.
All right, thank you very much for watching. That's WrestleMania over for another year.
Well, I don't know why I've suddenly done the Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh!
We'll leave it there. Goodbye, people.